Welcome back, my darling diamonds in the rough. I am your favorite talking stone, and today we are back with some more Kana practice, some more lovely Hiragana, some more lovely Katakana. Now, no delicious meals this time. It's how do I say it? I I'm full. I ate before stream, which is very surprising. Very surprising indeed. But that means I can concentrate and relax and try to do my kana. And my internet has not gone out since, last stream when it decided to, how do I say this politely? I don't know how to say it politely. Actually, but I'll say it away. When it decided to not work. Yes, the internet fortunately died midstream. Luckily, I wasn't rambling by myself for too long. Though I was rambling by myself for a couple of minutes. That was quite embarrassing. Fortunately, no clip of it. That would be me talking to the void. Ooh, I think I have a sword in my mouth. But that's besides the point. We are back. The music should be fine. Let me just make sure that it's fine by going into the bedroom. Give me a moment, Choto Mate. I lowered it a little bit. Hopefully that's good. Maybe I'll do one more check. Sound check, sound check, sound check. Okay, yep. Sound check seems to be working. In fact, I could probably raise it back up a bit. Okay, I just undid what I did. My settings were fine. It was just me being foolish. Right. Should we just hop right into things? Let me make sure I have the right tab open. Yes, I do. So maybe, yes, we shall. Right. And I'm actually early to... Well, no, I'm not. I believe on Twitch I'm scheduled at 7. I should really move that to 7:30. But by YouTube standards, I was supposed to start at 7:30. And I'm 1 minute early. 1 minute early on this parade. Right. Whew. Sorry for the yawn. I'm very much... I don't know. Is tired the right word? I don't know. I just want to enjoy my lazy day. Today was a lazy day for me. A bit of a lazy week. And I just want to stop going around everywhere. Just breathe in and out and relax. And, well, this music's a bit funky. Maybe, should I switch to something lo-fi? No, it'll be a little bit too late, but that's fine. I did bite my tongue. I bited my tongue? I bit my tongue, sorry. If you can't tell, I'm very much at my wit's end. But this is a wonderful goo. So let us begin. Do I have my right fonts? I believe I do. What do I have? Actually, before we begin, we already began, but... Right. Let's do some hiragana with all these fonts. Then we'll switch to katakana around maybe 100, 150? Or 150, we'll say. We'll try to zoom through this. Is this Zo? It sort of looks like Zo. It is. Have to get used to these fonts. What is that? He, be? Right? Letter, character, oo. Lovely. Chi to Z, G. Ra. Tsu. Hu. That is not ha, but ba. Bo! Oh, right. Because, why is it bo again? I forget. I'll see ba when I see ba, though. Lovely. To to do. He to be. Se to ze. That is... Except, that's not boo, is it? No. It's za. Okay, it's za. That's gonna take some getting used to. Ni, ge, go, te. Oh, it's ke. It is ke. That's silly of me. I apologize. No, it's not. Is it da? It is wa no ru po ji re. Oh, that's cute. A little messy, but cute. And that, of course, is not ha, but ho, H-O. This is he. This is, it's he. This is a, o, pu, zu, chi. Is that se? Oh, it's you. I'm gonna have to get used to that font. Te, I, hu, no, not hu, bu, bu, right? And that's se. So, oh, it is so. That's silly of me. I apologize. Kirigi, se, ta, ya. Is this me or me? Me. I don't know. I do forget. It is me. M-I. And this is new. Sa. And this is a wonderful little pe. Yes, pe. Is this moo? It is. Lovely. Or I should say. Zu. That looks like she, but it's crudely drawn. But it looks like she, and that makes me learn. This is pa. Like we said before, we were going to get to pa, and we finally got to it. Lovely. Right. Maybe I can multitask here and just go on while talking about something else, like my lazy day. Or what I want to do. What is it that I want to do? Well, I want to just relax and be productive. And I've been pretty productive the past few days. I basically changed my entire desk layout. In fact, I'm going to just turn on my backlights that I installed. Ooh, wow, that's really bright actually. Maybe I'll turn it down. Oh, okay, the brightness isn't too bright itself. I was able to turn it down, and it's more calming, but it makes me feel more awake, and it makes me feel professional. It's sort of like I'm almost a professional streamer. That's a little bit too gaudy. Though my desk is really nice. I probably won't change it for a long while. Got some... I'm doing the process of keeping it simple, but keep it open. My desk used to be cluttered with a bunch of stuff that I wasn't really actually using. A bunch of old receipts and whatnot. A bunch of pens. It was sort of organized, but it was... How do I say it? It was a controlled chaos, I would suppose. But now, the actual placement of my desk is so clean. The only thing I actually have on my desk are some wires for my computer and stuff. A little stand for my phone. A little stand for a JoJo character. Little plush of Mimi Nightmare. And my little microphone that I attached to it. Oh, and also, my cup of water. I love my water. I love drinking water. And it's great, and I have a little coaster for it so I don't damage my desk. And that's the actual placement, and my arms just feel so free. I really love it. And I introduced a backdrop to it as well. Well, backdrop is the right word? I guess it is. I can't think of the right word, but on the wall behind my desk, just above it, I put a bunch of stuff. A bunch of little posters and whatnot. I have a Chainsaw Man poster, and I have actually a chessboard that I hung up. There was an empty space on the wall, so I just hung up a chessboard. It's on my left. Just a simple one. I got it very cheaply. I think it was like $5, maybe less, for a chess set. And it's hung up. It's very light, very simple. But it's a decoration. It's there. And then I have a bunch of stickers and whatnot on the right side. And up top, I kept it simple, kept it organized. I have a bunch of older knickknacks. I have my... Is that a 15-year-old piggy bank? I think it might be. It might actually be a 15-year-old piggy bank. And it's staring at me with its beady eyes. It's just staring into my soul. Next to it, I have my little snake from pottery thing that for a birthday party that I went to when I was probably 6. So that's also really old. And I just have a bunch of knickknacks, and then on the right top shelf of my desk is a bunch of little figurines and whatnot. And it's great. And I have a nice desk mat that I love. It's a really beautiful Lugia-themed desk mat. Very bright, very beautiful. Love it. I love my desk, and I love the fact that I took the time to just organize it all. Took the time just to clean it all up. I wiped the dust off. I had Windex, I had lens cleaner even. And it's just dust-free, it's clean, and then I, of course, installed my backlights, and it makes me feel so much more professional and organized. I love it. I really do. I'm very glad I put the effort into cleaning that area. And then I also tackled my closet. I bought a bunch of space-saving hangers. I saw them, I think maybe 6 months ago. I saw them 6 months ago on, like, I think it was a Style Theory about how to organize your closet, and they recommended those. And I was like, huh, that seems nice, because my closet, it's very cluttered. Everything that's hung up is smushing against it, and it's hard to, I guess, pull something out without messing everything up. But now I can. Everything's on a space-saving hanger, and it gives so much space. And I was like, wow, that's such a major improvement, and it didn't take any time at all. Why did I delay it and just cleaning this? Why did I delay? I was always just so lazy to tackle it. I was like, maybe. And I've been doing it for 6 months for that closet. 6 months I've been just like back with, yeah, I'll buy some space-saving hangers and I'll organize it later. And later never came. But I do it in 1 hour. It took 1 hour while I was watching just some stream. I was just watching a stream, and it took 1 hour. And it really took less than an hour, if I'm being completely honest. And that just blows my mind. And my room is looking significantly more organized. Granted, I have some stuff I have to throw away and whatnot. But the right side, or the back side of my room, not the side close to the door, side away from the door, that half is clean. It is very clean. Of course, I have a bunch more work to do, but I'm just flabbergasted at the difference. I did not think I would have noticed such a difference. Okay, what is this? I'm sorry. I've been checking it on and off. It's Saw. Okay, it sort of looks like Saw. I don't like the disconnect, though. That makes me think of, like, a Ko. But sorry to hop back into this when I was doing pretty good, actually. Just, you know, I speak of the devil. I know E is rotated, so I don't know why I said E. I don't know why. Okay, and this is so. I'm flubbing now that I actually brought attention to it. We'll go for about 70 more, and then we'll switch it up to some Katakana. Katakana? Katakana, right. But yeah, the organization is great. But unfortunately, I've been having it's not too inappropriate to share. I've been having trouble sleeping at night. I've been having trouble sleeping. Because for some reason, for some sweet sadistic reason, my body decides, hello, you are waking up at 7 tomorrow morning. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, you will be up and out at 7 o'clock. Up and out of bed. You will not be able to go back to sleep. No matter what. 7 o'clock. No earlier, no... Well, actually, earlier, but that's... We'll get to that later. But no later than 7 o'clock will you be awake. And that's such a stark contrast to... Basically, every year I've lived my life, every other year I've had it... Like, when I've had to wake up early, I've had to force myself to wake up early with a bunch of alarms and whatnot. But, no, just you wake up at 7 o'clock. You wake up at 7 o'clock, and you pray you're not tired, but you're always tired. You're always tired. And now going to bed, I have to be exhausted to fall asleep. I can't just fall asleep like I used to. I have to actually just tire myself out. And I've tried, believe me, I've tried to fall asleep and whatnot when I'm not exhausted, when I'm just like, okay, this seems like a reasonable time to go to sleep. Because I will be dead tired in the morning, but I won't be able to go back to sleep. Even on my days off and whatnot. So I've been trying everything I could to fall asleep. I remember the other day, I was actually really close to falling asleep at 9. And normally I would hate that. Like, 2 years ago, I would hate that. But this year, I'm like, 9 o'clock? That's like at least 8 hours of sleep. That's like, a touchdown pass, a Hail Mary sent right to me. I was feeling tired, feeling drowsy, and I had on my headphones. I was actually listening to a bedtime story, just a bunch of bedtime stories for like an hour and whatnot. And I was like getting right in the mood to fall asleep, teetering on that verge, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't fall asleep at 9 o'clock. And then I go to bed eventually at 12:30. I do some tasks and whatnot. So it's like, well, I'm up now. So I was so close to greatness, but I lost it. I lost it. And unfortunately, now the sun's out later. The sun is still out now, but the sun is out later nowadays. And well, that's great for like 90% of things, and it is really great for 90% of things. It's bad for falling asleep. I cannot fall asleep when there's light in. I'm such a light sleeper. And I did buy I believe what is it called? A face mask? Yeah, I bought a face mask not too long ago. I've been using it. It does sometimes hurt around my ears. It's a bit not rough. Well, maybe rough. I don't know what the right word is. But I love using it. But it doesn't help as much as I was hoping it would. I thought it was going to be the answer to all my problems. I thought it was going to be the answer to everything. But it wasn't. It just simply was not the answer to everything. I still cannot fall asleep. And it would cause some pain, would be the right word. No, it just exhausts me. It just exhausts me. So, I'm hoping tonight I can be like that cat on the thumbnail if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, imagine a very sleepy cat. I'm hoping that could be me tonight. I really am hoping. I don't have much hope, but maybe, just maybe, if I'm lucky enough, I can fall asleep at a reasonable hour and get out 8 hours of sleep. That's the dream. I don't care if I go to bed at 10 o'clock. I just want my 8 hours. I'll even go 9. I'm just so content with actually sleeping. I used to sleep in very late. I used to go to bed really late as well. And I think that started my problem. I would only go to bed when I felt exhausted, and even then I try to stay up just a little bit longer, always. That's silly of me. But I always just try to stay up a little bit longer, and that was that back in uni when I had more afternoon classes than morning classes? Yeah, it was. It was that. Give me a moment. Well, actually, no, don't give me a moment. I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Right, uni, yeah. I'd go to bed sometimes very, very late. Well, actually, it wasn't even go to bed very late. I remember I'd go out at walks at around 4 a.m. I'd walk to my university's softball field. It's very nice, very recluse, very peaceful. And I would just look up at the sky, and stargaze isn't the right word. There was too much light pollution. But it was just such an isolated place on campus with seats. I was able to gaze up at the night sky and just really take in that fresh night air. And I love that. I love that so much. I love being able to just gaze in the night sky and just inhale and exhale. I really did love it. Unfortunately now, I can't go to... I'm not up at 4 a.m. I'm not up at 4 a.m. And if my body has turned myself into a morning person rather than a night person, and I don't like it. I'm hurting. I'm hurting. I'm hurting. I guess I'm naturally a morning person. You learn something new about yourself every year, I suppose. But I'm in misery. I'm in misery from not being able to, but just staying up. I just want to feel well rested one night. I just want to go to bed and wake up and like, wow, I got a full 8 hours of sleep. I feel great. I just want that to happen. And I'm going to try to will that to happen. I remember, well, actually, this is segueing into a different topic, but I think I talked that sleeping topic to death. Well, it's still in the same vein as sleeping, but I remember I wanted to learn how to lucid dream. Never lucid dream before, but I want to learn. One day. I tried learning, but I was like, I just kind of didn't feel like putting the work in for some reason. Well, here's the thing. I don't really dream too often. or at least I didn't used to dream a lot. I remember always hearing some more creative-minded people saying to keep a dream journal, and that'll help your imagination and help you be getting more in touch with your creative side. And as someone who wants to get more in touch with the creative side, it's like, oh wow, that's great. I'm going to try to follow this. But then I didn't dream. I just didn't dream. And it was like, huh. Oh, that's boo. I'm sorry. But I just didn't dream. And so I kind of gave up on that. And then I'd have the occasional dream here and there. But actually, speaking of dreams, I remember one time I did it was a class of mine. I had to write a paper on... Well, actually, this teacher was really nice. This teacher was really nice. I had some bad teachers, but I've had some good teachers. This teacher was really nice, my teacher, rather nice. I respected them. And this teacher would give us some leeway we could write about. As long as it tied into the theme and whatnot, he'd allow us to write the topics of our choosing. And I liked that. And so, I believe one of the books we were reading was around dreams. It was on, it mentioned dreams and whatnot, and maybe the spiritual meaning, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Well, it didn't mention the spiritual meaning, but it had something to do with dreams. And I remembered my psychology class in high school, where I was, we had the unit on dreams, and I don't know how to phrase this in an appropriate way, but everything in psychology, everything always tied back to... I have to say it now because I started... But yeah, in that psychology class, everything ended up, every spiritual meaning, deeper meaning, and whatnot, ended up relating to a male phallus, for lack of a better term. Like, you feel weird in puberty and you are a woman. Sigmund Freud says you have... I can't... blank envy, where blank is, we'll call it male envy. There's a different word. The phallus envy. Which, is that inherently sexist? Oh, 100%. Sigmund Freud is not a good person, though. But we weren't learning how to be a good person. We were learning how the inner mind of Sigmund Freud works. Do you think your mother is nice? No, you want to commit incest. You think your father is nice? No. Everyone wants to date their parents. That's what Freud believed. Do you think he would be a supporter of calling your partner mommy and daddy? That is something I don't want to think about. But that's always that. In a dream, if you think of a castle, that's actually a phallus. You think of a stick, also phallus. Everything's just a phallus. Everything is just so indecent. It boggles my mind why everything was just... Is psychosexual the right word? Right? Everything's just has some sort of sexual connotation, according to Freud. And that just... listen, I'm not going to pretend I actually know things about psychology. But I think there's more to psychology than intercourse. But we're getting distracted. We're talking about dreams. But I recalled some psychology class. I also had no, we're going back to the psychology class. I had a very funny joke in that psychology. It's the peak humor I've ever had. I remember at the end of the year, we were talking about slang and whatnot. And how different groups of people will develop different slang, whether like in a regional aspect or even in our local high school. So our teacher gives us an example where this is, and believe me, this is a bit cringier. Well, it's not even cringier. It's just more shocking than... Okay, it is a bit cringier than kids saying Riz and Aura and whatnot and mogging, Omega, whatever. It's even more crazy than that. Because my teacher used our school's term for for a phallus. She said school name Rocket, which is a classic term for phallus. And that elicited some giggles, but, you know, it was trying to stay the topic, and she was like, alright, and blah blah blah. She's continued yapping about this, and she was talking about this, and kids weren't really getting how this exactly tied into our lesson. So I, being the silly little goober I am, I don't raise my hand. I just speak up, and I basically say my school's version of bets very loudly. And it was very funny. It was entirely an interruption of the class. It was entirely disruptive, not disrespectful. But I got the teacher to laugh. And that gets me points in my book. I just confirmed, like, this is what you're saying is in our subculture's language. Bet, I agree with you. That was very funny. But back to that. Using my knowledge from this class outside of the phallus. I've said it so many times I lose its meaning. But outside of that, I did learn things about psychology. And I was like, I can apply this to this paper I'm working on. So I did. And I basically analyzed my dream. One of the dreams I had. One of the very few dreams I had that year. I think I had 2 dreams that year. That was one of them. And on this paper, and this was, I guess to give some context, I think maybe a month or 2 after the passing of Kobe Bryant. And I had this dream where I basically played a game of 1v1 against Kobe Bryant in a shopping mall parking lot. Very fun, very intuitive, and I basically related it to some media that was going on. Kobe Bryant's passing. There was animated short about like the Mamba mentality that I watched recently before having the dream, and it just took elements and whatnot, and elements of that, and I just try to analyze it on what was going on with my life and what media I'd consumed, and it was good. It was a good little paper. I enjoyed it. Probably, was it my favorite paper to write in that class? Well, let's see. You know, yeah, that was probably my favorite paper I wrote for that class. And I wrote some pretty good papers for the class, but that was probably the only paper I actually had fun writing. I'm not too big on writing. I'm not too much of a pen to paper kind of guy. I like it to be more, how do I say that? Things to be more concrete. I'm just not too big. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not too big a fan of writing. I want to like writing. And I think I do, but when you have to force yourself to write, that's not fun. Is that fun? No. It's the same thing. When you have to force yourself to do something, it's not that fun. It takes the joy out of it. But when you build a routine and you enjoy doing what you're doing, that's fun. That's really lovely. Like, if I try to force myself to do this every day, to stream, to make content and whatnot, I would... despise it the right word. Well, I wouldn't like it. But I do like it. I try to go at my own pace. I used to do a daily puzzle series where I do like the New York Times daily puzzles. That was fun. I loved it. But it was never like I forced myself to do it. Okay, I did force myself to do it on some days, but I never really hated it. Because I built that routine. And it was fun for me. Even when some days I had to rush just to get it done, it was fun for me. I really enjoyed it. And that's why I wanted to branch out more and do more things, because I really am enjoying this. So, I guess, I hate saying thank you so often, because sometimes I don't want to sound disingenuous, but I am grateful for the opportunity just to do this casually. I recently posted a short that I've been meaning to post, not a short, but a clip that I've been meaning to post for a while, and The response is nice. The response was really nice. I put a lot of work into the thumbnail and the everything behind the video. Even put some editing on it, so it's nice to see that it actually did well. I had a bit of a lull when I wasn't when I wasn't posting roughly daily, and sometimes views are very inconsistent, but it's really nice to see that people actually want to watch this. It's my very greedy desires, and I'm grateful that it's entertained by everyone. So, thank you. I got a little sappy there. I'm gonna need to take some water. Wait, what? Oh wow, we've been doing this for... Okay. Oh, we did 150 total. Okay, we have a little bit more, and then we can switch on over to Katakana. Hiragana is going well, so let us continue. Oh, actually, give me a moment. Right, sorry for the delay. We are back and we are beautiful. Let's. Oh, my shame is still on the board. It's not ho, it's ha. It has the single line, not the double. Silly me. Let us continue. Oh, wait. Speaking of current events, I'm a fan of VTubers as well as very plainly inspired, fan of Hololive and whatnot. And recently, and by recently I mean I saw it this morning. I'm just gonna say, Gigi Murrin is asexual. That she reads yaoi for the plot. That is. I don't know how to say it. Did that? All I can say is based as usual. Gigi Murrin. Based. We love Gigi. We respect Gigi. We learn so much from the Omegaverse about her. About how certain people can get Grem pregnant. She's hilarious. We love Gigi. We respect Gigi. And good for her. I know. Is it taboo? Seeing that also arouse not the right word to use for this, but actually it's the completely wrong word to use. It's funnily enough, or punnily enough, a wrong word to use. It's harder to arouse from. That's a mattered. Worst joke. I'll apologize. I was gonna say arouse and asexual do not go together, but that's less funny of a joke than I thought it was. I apologize. But yeah, it came out other members' sexualities and whatnot, and a lot of them are alleged, but none of them are. Well, very few of them are explicitly confirmed. I think the other big one would be Gibby, Gold Bullet from Hollow Stars, being a pansexual. I think that's the next big one. By big one, I mean next confirmed one. I don't think anyone else is necessarily confirmed to said it. And wait, January, March, April, May, June. June is Pride Month, isn't it? That was 4 days away from Pride Month. Wait, 30 days has September, April, June, and November. Yeah, it's May. Yeah, the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. Okay, it's like 6 days. But you get the point. Right before Pride Month. That's good. Good for them. But GG is just basically. I'm surprised about how positive the news would be. I assume that you have some. You always have not unicorns. Unicorns is a term for negative, but they're usually something else. You always have your aunties trying to bully every talent over every little single thing. I've not seen a single negative piece of information or negative response in regards to Gigi's coming out. Is that an appropriate term? I don't think she necessarily tried to hide it, but it's coming out. I don't know. Point is, yeah, coming out. We'll phrase it like that. I've not seen a single negative thing in regard to that. And I'm, as someone who is a big fan, big member of the VTuber, well, big member is a stretch, big enthusiast of the VTuber community, I'm happy about that. Happy that there aren't aunties hating on a VTuber for their sexuality. That's great. I'm very surprised, though, because aunties will hate over anything. Anything and everything. Oh, man. Or maybe just Gigi Murrin is just unhateable. Maybe she's just perfect. Yeah, you may hate this, but this is peak gremlin performance. Peak gremlin performance. Right. Now we got to get to our quest. 5 more before we switch to the... Well, for me, it's much harder. Katakana. Well, 4 more correct now, I should say. That little dot on the he to make it P is very hard to see. But we are moving. We are moving. We are going to hit them with the na. And that's ga, but we're going to uncheck all. What do we want? Oh, we didn't even do combinations. Oh, that's silly me. I forgot. We'll do them next time, though. Ooh. What do we start with? We did ka. You know, let's just do about 10 of each of these, and then we'll do the whole shebang. Well, I'll do 10 of each of the first 5 sections, and then I'll do them all together. And then what? Yeah. So let's do 10 of them, and we'll start off by answering this one. Ga, and we'll move on. Okay, this is the letter E. I'm sorry. I was going to change the fonts back, but this actually does look like the katakana for E. Or E, I should say. Just to not confuse it. Now this... Is this I or O? I forget. No, it's I. It's I, isn't it? It is. This is A. And this is U. This is O. This is U. This is A. This is E. And this is E. Right, that's 10. We'll move on to just 10 of the Kas and whatnot. This, of course, is still A. This is... I have no clue. I have no clue. I am at a loss. K. Okay, I have to ingrain this. This is Ki, I believe. Yes. What does this resemble? You know what? Maybe I'm going to change the fonts back. I'm going to uncheck all. I'm going to just go do the first one. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. I am stupid in regards to this, so I'm going to need to keep it simple. I can't learn from all these fonts if I don't know what I'm actually learning. Right, and this sort of looks like a ko? No. Ku? Ku? Is this ku? It is ku, huh. I would not have guessed that. This is ki. Is this ka? It looks like... It reminds me of ah, but with the K. Yeah, it's ku. It's ku. Okay, it's ku. This is K, right? This is ka. This is ko. This is ku. Ki. Okay, we're not going to do 10. We're going to play around with this a bit more, and then we'll move on. K has that little line on the side after it, and K is like Koopa with a little line. Okay. Ko. Ka is very easy. Ki and ko. I mistyped. This is ku, ka, K. We'll do 3 more. This is ku, ki, ka, and we'll do 1 more just for the fun of it. E, K, not E, K. Good refresher. And sa, shi, su, se, so. So, sort of like a she. So and she are like that. Okay. Se sort of looks like a say. Su, that's a bit weird. Yeah, Su I'm not going to be able to memorize. And Sa. Am I going to memorize Sa? No, I'm not. But right, we'll get to that when we get to that. Oh, no, this is Sa. This is Sa. Oh, that little flange. Well, this is Sa. I know it's Sa, but I'm going to have her. This little flange. Oh, this is Se. Okay, I'm wrong then. I was going to say this little flange up here denotes an ah sound, but no, it's se. Huh. Well, it sort of looks like a se, I guess. Yeah, okay, no, se is pretty identical, actually, now that I look at it. The little flange will confuse me, but it actually does look like a se. This is so. This is... Is it si or sa? I think it's... I'm leaning si. Because it sort of looks like re with a line through it, but it might be sa. But I'm leaning si. It is sa. What's the difference between sa and si? Sa has that, and si... Oh, she. That's silly of me. That's why I threw myself off. Okay, so that's sa. Any way of remembering that? Does ah sort of have that little curve? Yes, ah has that little curve. Pretty much through most things. She. And this is... Su. She. Sa. Se. So. Su. Se. So. I was gonna say C. S-I, but it's Sa, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And she, it's never C, it's she. I'm sorry, I'm foolish. Oh my. Oh, this is Sue? It's Sue. It's Sue. Okay. This is hurting my brain. This is Sa. Wait. It's Sa. Yes. Okay. She. So. Se. Okay. Okay. Sa. She. I misspelled she. Of course I did. Se. So. Su. Su. Okay. What's so again? This is so. Right. I'm going to need to do this a bit more just to drill it into my head. Right. Sa. So. So. No. Si. She. Su. My head is not being drilled into. The drill is a very, what's a cheap drill bit? I don't know. No, carbite's not cheap. Is it cheap? I don't even know. I don't drill holes into objects regularly. But this drill of knowledge is not piercing the heavens that is my brain. That's a Hiragana reference that would suffice to reflect how my mood is feeling. Right. But we are grooving a bit, and I appreciate that, at least. Okay, we're getting the hang of this. Sue. I need to engrade Sue in my head. I'm going to need some sort of visual mnemonic. Well, mnemonic would not be the right appropriate word for this, but I think you get what I'm saying. Something to say. How do I know this is Sue? I don't. Sue sort of in Hiragana. Sue sort of has that little loop and a tail with a little dash on the side of the line. This is nothing like that. This is nothing like that. How do I say this is Sue? Well, let me look at the other Kana and see how I can denote this is Sue. Sue. Okay. It's sort of... Okay, no, Sue sort of has that little pattern of line up top and then dash around. Okay. Is that not... No, this Ta is going to be a bit confusing. Especially with Sue and Ta. Okay. But Sue, okay. So what I'm noticing that the views have this line and this curve. Does it usually follow by a line like that? Not in Ku or U. Yeah, okay, the line doesn't necessarily matter, but yeah. So it's the little nose-looking shape with U. Right. This is say, but let's move on to Ta. Ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Alright, Ta, we have that. It's a line and a curve. Different to the Su line and curve. Not big difference, though. Not a big difference. Not a big difference at all. But I think I get Ta. Chi. Chi does not look like a chi, but it follows the ni and ki guidelines, so I like it. But like it is... Okay, like it is a bit strong, but I appreciate it. Chi, okay. Tsu, sort of like she, except slightly different, and they both go to G with the double lines on top, so I get it, okay. Te. Te is a bit awkward, isn't it? Te looks like that. It sort of looks like that. It sort of looks like the hiragana for te. Not too sure about that. And then to just sort of looks like a stick with a leaf. And to over here... Yeah, to and te are probably going to be the hardest ones for me to remember. But of course, this is se. And let's continue. This is chi. Tsu. It's su. What's chi again, then? This is te. No, wait. It's tu. It's to. Dang. It's to. This is te. Oh, chi. No, it's a double line. It's chi. That's... silly me. This is Te. Te and Chi look similar, right? Or am I crazy? That's Ta, but Te and Chi. Te and Chi. Oh, those look similar. That's going to be a pain. So Chi is sort of like a curved Te. That's going to be annoying. Ta. This is not Chi, but Su. Okay, I get that. This is Chi because it's a bit curved. This is To. This is Ta. This is Te. This is Tsu. Gotta have to remember Su, not Chi. This is Te again. Lovely, lovely. Right. And this is... Let me think. A Ta, Ta, Ta. Okay, we're gonna grade this in our head. This is Chi. Lovely. This is To. Okay, the stick is actually getting in my head. I'm getting it down. I'm learning. I'm not improvising. I'm learning. I'm growing. We're flowing. That's nice. That is nice. We are growing. We are flowing. We are doing this right. And we don't have any time to stop. No, that's Chi. I was trying to rush it. Oh, this is To. Okay, Te. To. Te again. Ta. Chi. Tsu. Te. Ta. To. Chi. Tsu. Te. Ta. To. Chi. And I'll do about 4 more, and then we'll move on. To. Tsu. Wonderful little Ta. Te. And we'll end it with Chi here, but we'll scroll down and just pick the next one. The Nas. Na, does that look... That does not look... Well, that looks like Na without the little tiny yo next to it. But Na follows that same line of line up top and then curve. And line usually goes through except in the case of Ta. But line up top and little curves. Ni... Oh, Ni is just Ni. Ni is the number 2 in Japanese. I can remember that with 2 lines. And it follows most of the E's, except for E itself, and He as well. Whatever, we'll get to that when we get to that. But E's just 2 lines. Nu, Fu, Tsu, Nu sort of, that follows the U nomenclature a bit with the line and the little curve. It's, again, similar to the Na, but different enough so I can differentiate it. Ne, that's going to be a... That's going to be a doozy. That is going to be a doozy. And No is just a little line like that. At least it goes along with So, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep that. Not sure if I'm going to be able to learn that. Oh boy. Yeah. We'll try it out though. And this of course is Chi. Right, this is Ni. That's an easy one. This is Na. Is this No? It sort of looks like a snowflake a little bit. It's Ne. What was our mnemonic for Nem again? Ne again? No, we didn't have any. It's just messy. It sort of looks like Te. If you're crazy. But I might be crazy, so maybe that'll work. Ne, we have no idea. It sort of looks like a dreidel. And it sort of looks like a snowflake. This is No. This is Nu. Ni. No. Ne. Na. Nu. Ni. Na. Okay, we're getting somewhere. This is Ne. Ne, 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 ne. No. Right. What is this? This is the wonderful Nu. Ne. No. Ni. Na. Nu. Ne. Ne, Nu are confusing me a little bit, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. So let us continue. Na. No. Ni. Nu. 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 Ne. Na. No. Ni. No. Nu. Na. No. Ni. Ne. No. Na. Nu. I'm just getting a little tied up on the Nu. It's just taking my brain extra, like, maybe 2/10 of a second to process. Ne. Ni. Ne. Ni. Na. No. Nu. No. Ni. Ne. No. Na. 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 Ne. Nu. Ni. Nu. No. Okay, I think my brain's getting it because it responded. My mouth responded before I could process it. So I think I'm learning something. Na, ne, nu, Ni, ne, no, na, ni, ne, no, na, 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 no, ni, nu, ne, ni, nu, na. I almost accidentally pressed the Z key. No, ni, nu, ne, no, ne, no, na, 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 ne, nu, na, ni, nu, no, 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 ni, nu, na. I was pressing caps lock, not A. My fingers, my fat fingers, I need to control them. Ne, 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 ni, ne, nu, no, na, 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 no, no, nah, this is no. Right, nu, ni, no, ne, 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 no, na, nu. We get the point. Na, no, ni, ne, ni, nu. And before I put it in, I'm just going to scroll down and we're going to move on to ha. Let me get some water and let's read this. Actually, first let me make sure. Okay. For a second I thought my quality was down. I was like, oh no, everything's messing up. But no, that's not the case. That is not the case. We are golden. No hardware failures this time. Let's go. I'm very cheesed to hear that. By hear that, I mean not hear anything. Everything's going a little too well. A little too well indeed. But that's why we love it. Right. Ha, this is the first ah that doesn't follow the rules. It's just 2 lines. What is ha up here again? Yeah, that's going to be hard. Ha is going to be hard to memorize. Unless it's just so weird that we get it. Maybe it's that little curve similar to an A? That's interesting to think about, the little curve, but I don't really see it. I don't really see it at all. He sort of looks like To, if I'm being completely honest, right? Or am I crazy? The Kana for the Hiragana for To. Yeah, that sort of looks like he. Oh, that's gonna be really annoying. But he looks like a little bulbous, like boilish. If you think from like Elmer from Fairly Odd Parents, the boil on his face sort of is like a rotated he. That's a very strange way to phrase it, but that's kind of the vibe, the image I'm getting. It's helping me memorize it, so let's hope it continues. But this he, does this at all resemble anything else? It sort of has the double line of the H's. It's the only one with the double vertical line. Vertical is a bit of a stretch though, but that's sort of related to the he's, so I think I get it. Who? That just sort of looks like a little bit. That's gonna be a hard. Well, it's sort of like, it has the curve of Su, the curve of Nu, the curve of others. Okay, so it has that little curve. It has the line and curve that's familiar with the oo sounds. Okay, I get that. He is just hey. Okay, that's easy to memorize. And then ho. That is that's gonna be a bit harder. Ho on the other one is just like yeah, it's completely different. Ho is completely different. Maybe there's easier ways to memorize these that I have not been made aware of. That would explain my luck, but learn them my own way, and I will know them my own way. So, what does ho remind me of? That also reminds me of a snowflake, sort of like ne. Ho. You know what? I'm gonna do it in the most roundabout way possible. Ho reminds me of a snowflake, and what's her name from ReZero? What is it? Anastasia Hoshin? Is that the name? She dresses in snow clothes, I guess. Like Does she actually wear a jacket, or is her coat just white, or her dress just white? I don't even know. But that's how I'm going to try to remember it. Snowflake is Ho. Right, I think I got the best I can do. And this, of course, is new. Starting off with Ho. It's very symmetrical, though. Gotta give it to it. This is He. This is Hu. This is Ha. I will never... That was just guessing. I'm gonna be honest. I won't remember that. This is He. He again. Double lines. Okay. Ha. What does this look? This reminds me of something in the Kana, in the Hiragana. The double lines like that, sort of like E, but not E. Or was it E that it reminded me of? Okay, I think it was E that it reminded me of. It's sort of like a rotated go. No, it's not. It's nothing like a rotated go. The lines are a bit too angled for it to be E, but it reminds me of something. Why did they put N? It's no. It's Ho, not no. Oh, did something just drop? Please. No, that was... Sorry, I got a bit distracted. I was messing around under my desk, and a wire for a fan just dropped. It's not plugged in or anything, so no worries and whatnot. But I am worried about this. This is Hu, but it's hard to remember. Ho, okay, Ho I got, because I looked into it quite a bit. And I'm pulling out the memorization. By pulling out, I mean putting in the memorization. I got it. Okay, this is going rather smoothly, and I appreciate that. I do. I really do appreciate that. Okay, now it's not going smoothly. I'm at a standstill. Come on, I want to learn. Let me learn. Right, this is Hu? Yes. And Ho, of course, it's like a big, bright beacon. A giant beacon of hope. Hu, He, He, Ha, Ho, He, no Ha, Hu, He, He, Ha, Ho, Hu, He, He. Mistype. I need to look at my keyboard. I don't have the God typing skills that allow me to type without looking at my keyboard every so often. I try, but everything is close to memorized, but kind of get spelling mistakes if you do it the way I do. And that's quite the pain, and something that you're trying to get the this close to this number as possible. So it is quite painful, but we are marching on through it. Right. Okay, we're definitely making progress. We're definitely making progress, and it's definitely much appreciated. No, I noticed it as I pressed down the letter A, but not a moment before. Ha just confuses me so much. It just confuses me so much. I always have to just take some time and just think about it. My fingers. I was gonna yell, but I realized that's a lot of energy that I do not have. I'm not built to be frustrated today. I'm built to do. I am built to be tired. I'm built to be sleepy. I want to sleep. I desperately want to sleep. I have to get up earlier tomorrow. Not much earlier, but earlier. So I want to get my full 8 hours of sleep or more. Maybe I'll try listening to things. I used to listen to more things when I went to sleep. I remember not sure, I might have mentioned this before, but I'm a fan of this YouTube channel called Cracking the Cryptic. They were a bit of an inspiration for my daily puzzle series. They had their daily Wordle in a minute YouTube short that they could actually do in a minute because they're more familiar with the English language than I am, more well-versed, more talented, more handsome even. No, they're great. I love them. I respect them. They usually do like cryptic crossword puzzles, like not crossword. Well, actually, I was gonna get to that. They usually do Sudoku, but like more challenging Sudoku. Maybe they'll have a killer Sudoku cage. Maybe it'll be not a miracle Sudoku. That's the word. Where it'll be a blank grid with no clues, but then it's such or not a blank grid, but maybe a blank grid. It depends. But everything's gonna be restrictive in a way where it actually works out, and then blah blah blah. It's really brilliant. I try to keep along. Sometimes I can. Sometimes I can't. Fun either way. But on Fridays they'll post a video of them solving a cryptic crossword. I mentioned what a cryptic crossword is before, but it's basically a sort of crossword, except instead of the words being, the hints being direct definitions, they're more abstract, more cryptic. It's sort of like solving a puzzle to understand the hints. And usually once you understand that, the hint will be more revealing. Like maybe you'll understand, oh, it's an anagram this time. Or, oh, it's a double meaning or whatever. But yes, it's sort of cryptic and it's very fun. And his voice is, I believe, what's his name? Simon is the one who does the... Is Simon the one who does... Or is it Mark who does the cryptic crossword? I forget who is who. I apologize. But their voice is just so soothing and calming when they do the cryptic crosswords that I would actually listen to them as I was ready to go to bed. And then I just drift off to sleep with this video playing. And... oh, it was great. It was great. I also listen to... well, I try to listen to ASMR to sleep. I can't sleep to ASMR. I can relax to it. I can dissociate into my bed, but I can't actually fall asleep. I'm too weak of a sleeper. And I do love ASMR. I remember I got like really into... well, really into it is a bit of a stretch. I really like enjoyed it. So I remember one time I would punch out some time in my room, I guess. I put a nice little candle on. The candlelight actually was a bit distracting, but the smell and the ambience made me gaslight myself to thinking it was absolutely worth it. In reality, it was... I enjoyed it, though. I enjoyed the candle. Maybe my ASMR experience would be better without it, so I can actually properly dissociate, but not. And I just lay on my bed, and I just would have my headphones on, and I'd be on my back. I normally sleep on my side. I'm not sure if that's better or worse, but I was on my back for this just so I could actually have my headphones on. And I listened to it, and I just would lay there and just not move. And I would dissociate into my pillow, and I'd feel like the mattress sort of merging with me. It was also a little bit of pins and needles, but it felt like a spiritual mattress was merging with me. And then sometimes I get like the falling thing, where like my body feels like it's falling a little bit when I'm not moving at all, and I'm aware that I'm not moving at all, which was weird, but it was like, how do I say it? I framed it as I was like falling into this ASMR experience. And oh boy, it was so fun. It was so fun. But now I do it less often, and I don't like that I do it less often. And also the sun's out more, and my blinds are not that good at keeping the sun out. The little, what is it, mask I have is better, but my body is getting worse at responding to sunlight. It really does not like sunlight. Oh. But yes, I used to love ASMR, and then I also would listen to binaural beats sometimes. Like, they play different frequencies, it sounds in different ears, and it would help you fall asleep. I tried doing it again, but the video I used to use, for some reason on my PC, which is what I connected to now, it doesn't work. Or not it doesn't work, but it has like little blips and whatnot. And it doesn't have the same experience on mobile. I don't know why. I don't know why it's different, but I can't fall asleep to binaural beats if it's like popping almost in my ears. That's uncomfortable. But I do love binaural beats. I would always get a good night's sleep with those. Right. I think I'm good on... yeah, I think I'm good on the H's. You know what? Yeah, let's do a big one after. We'll do Ma. Actually, how do I want to structure this? No, we'll do all the way to Wa. And then we'll do the entire row. Not the Ga, Za, whatever. But we'll go to Wa and O. Well, actually, technically we'll go to N. And then we'll do... You know, let's just do everything on Katakana once we do that. That seems reasonable. Oh, wait. I just want to check something. My computer is hot. Just want to make sure that isn't ruining my art. And it doesn't look like it is. I'm going to have to learn... Because I have my laptop on my desk mat. I'm streaming from the laptop. It's something. And if it gets too hot, I can always just get something to put underneath as a barrier for the heat. But for now, maybe I'll move it back a little bit. Just so it isn't fully on. Let's hope that makes it better, not worse. Right. I don't want to damage my very beautiful Lugia desk mat. Right. Okay. Where were we? Ma. Okay. Ma sort of has that line and curve. Sort of get that. Might confuse it with mu, but we'll move on to that. When we move on to that. Me. It's like knee with an extra line. Is that going to actually help me learn? No. No, it won't. No, it won't. Any other me? Nope. I guess it's sort of like a line with a double line. So it has a double line that's sort of familiar with the E's. Mu is just a triangle. Mu is just a triangle. Mu in the other one in Hiragana is more of a boxier thing. I won't even call it a box, but this is just a triangle. How am I supposed to relate this to mu? Me. I've seen this before. Have I seen this before? Oh, I remember where I see me. I see it in like America. American. On Duolingo. On Duolingo, you'll see the May as this, and that I remember that. I think I'll remember that then. If I just constantly think America. You know, happy Memorial Day, by the way. A day late, but it's still congratulations. America, heck yeah. But yeah, May. Okay, I think I remember that. And then Mo. Mo has a double line. That's going to confuse me with me's. But Mo actually kind of does look like Mo. So actually, maybe it won't confuse me at all. So me and Mu are probably going to be the biggest biggest. What's the word? So what is this? Is this ta or it's ha? It's ha. It's ha. Sorry, I forgot what it was on earlier. All right, I said this is Mu. It's just a triangle. I don't know what I'm supposed to learn from that. This is Ma. Me. America. This is not me. This is not me. Is it me? It's not me. Is this Mu or Mo? I'm gonna go Mo. It was Mo, but I held down M for some reason. Now this is me. This is Mo. This is Ma. This is Mu. Me. Me. Mo. Wait. Yeah, Mo. I did space bar on accident. That's silly of me. Ma, mu, me, me, ma again, me again, mo, and mu again. Or, it wasn't mu again, it was just mu. Okay, this is actually, easier than I thought it would be. Huh. Yeah, I'm just sort of pressing M and then the key. Okay, this is actually, the one that's most confusing to me is, mo, I suppose. Because I just do it by process of elimination mentally. Everything else I sort of just understand. But Mo is like, okay, this has to be M, and I don't remember being anything else, so it's Mo. But it actually is the only one that actually looks like the Hiragana. So that's surprising to me. But so, yeah, it's strange that it's the most confusing one, yet it's also the one I'm most familiar with, because it actually looks like Mo. But I digress. We're kind of nailing this, so maybe we should move on. Keep this stream alive and well. Yeah. And America. America really gets me that meh. Alright, well, actually, let's save ya and wa as a double. And for now, we'll go to ra. The ra category. This is meh, of course. You know, I forgot to look at ra, but this just looks like two things. Uru. And Ru over here is not like that. No, Ru is like a 3. This Ru is not like a 3. It does not follow the conventions of the U's. I mean, I guess technically that first little line on the left sort of resembles the line that's familiar with the U's, but that would confuse me with Ra. Ra is understandable, though. I get Ra. I get this little symbol. I think I've seen it in ramen. I think they use that Ra instead of the Hiragana Ra. Is ramen foreign to Japan, actually? I see it commonly associated with it that I don't even consider if it's foreign or not. But I know the katakana is usually referred to foreign names, so that's what my confusion is. That is where my confusion lies. So let me actually look that up. Give me a minute to actually understand. Okay. According to what is that? AI, whatever it is, like maybe Safari or whatever they're called nowadays. I know they give them names like Grok and Siri is not an AI. I mean, that's it. But whatever AI this is called says it originated in China and brought to Japan in the 19th century, evolving to a distinctly Japanese dish. Okay, so roots in China and then Japanified. I guess. Is that too much of a oversimplification? It is a Japanese adaptation of Chinese wheat noodle soup. Okay. So that makes sense why it's, what's the word? That makes sense why it's... Huh, yeah. That makes sense why it has ra in it. Like this ra, the katakana ra, which is more for foreign words, from what I recall. Or understand. Okay, so ra I get. Ra I get, it follows the A nomenclature. Looks like ra from ramen. Ri looks like ri. Looks like the same in hiragana. Ru has that little left line that's similar to the other U's. Re. I'm going to confuse Re and Ru, aren't I? Well, that's only a mild problem. Re. I don't think I'll be able to remember that so easily. Actually. I was going to say I'm actually resembles and stuff, but no, it does not. So Re is going to be my, Mo. It's going to be, well, no, Mo at least looks like Mo. Ray is going to be confusing me. And Ro is just a box. Mu is a triangle. Ro is a box. Is there any pentagons on this list I should be aware of? But no, this is just a box. I mean, it sort of follows the Ho's. No, the O's? Not really, though. O's are sort of boxier, except for So, To, and No. Right? Do I get it? I get it enough. Like, this is Ru. Alright? This... Was this Ro or Ri? No, this was Ri. Re. I'm not going to get that. Ra. Oh, this is Ri. Okay. Ro is just a box. Ri again. Ra. No, Re. I'm feeling foolish. I am feeling quite foolish. This is Re, isn't it? Okay, Ro, Ra, not Ri, but Ru, Re, Ra, Ro, Ri, Ro again, Ra, Ru, Ru and Re, okay. So, okay, so Re is the base, and then the little line on the side that's emanates the ooze. It's sort of like, I'm verbalizing to myself. I don't think that it's understandable what I'm going through my, but yeah, okay. So this on the right sort of looks like a Re, then we add this little line on the left and it sort of looks like a Ru, and that's the best I'm getting. So we're on Ru. I almost put Re on accident. That would be silly. Right, we are making our little itty bitty movement. Vroo! Silly me. Silly me indeed. That was fat fingers. That was fat fingers. How much are we at? Oh, we are at roughly 32. Only 32 wrong. Oh man, I thought we did a lot more. I thought we did a lot worse. But I will take that. We will take that. We're just moving here. We are just moving. Is this the power of an organized setup, an organized mind? But I thought the debuff from the, how do I say this? Lack of sleep would, do me in. But no. We. Because you're here too. You're here too with me, blossoming and blooming. And doing this stuff. So thank you. Right, that's silly of me. But we're schmoving. We are making our mega moves. Right. Do I have anything silly and fun to talk about while I do this? Hopefully try to multitask so I don't have to say it out loud. So I can say I'm learning, but also be a bit more entertaining. What else do I have going on? I did my closet. I did my desk. Mentioned the backlights. I really am happy with the backlights. They look really nice, and they're nice and subtle. And you obviously can't see them with really anything. Unless you look behind the desk, which the desk is against a wall, so good luck with that. And even the little infrared sensor for the remote, that's under the desk. So I can, well, I'm going to turn it off and pitch black and turn it on. And we are back. We are back indeed. You saw nothing, but I'm not you. I saw something. I almost put raw, but it's right. Silly me. But yes, I really love those backlights. And it's the little cheap little controller, I guess. I had them in somewhere in my closet for like years on end, these backlights. And I never used them. I just sort of had them. I think my mother got them for me as a gift years ago, and I just never actually used them. But now I am. So, hate to be wasteful, I guess. Yeah, make do with what you have. That was a lot of the theme with this, how do I say this, decorating and simplification. Make do with what you have. But, you know, of course it is. But I'm making do with what I have, and I like that. I hate to be wasteful. I really do hate to be wasteful. I always try to find a use for something. I don't like to throw things away. I'm not a hoarder. I don't buy enough stuff to be a hoarder. Okay, I might be a bit of a hoarder. I still want to hang up... I have some posters that I'm not sure if I should hang up or not. I feel like I want to, but I just don't know. Because I hung out some, like, smaller stuff. I hung up one decently sized poster. What is this? It's 11 inches tall by 17 wide. And that's right behind my desk. Right behind my computer, specifically. I always see it. And that's nice. But it's also contained. My desk has its own, like, little area. And that makes it feel, contained and enjoyed and whatnot. But if I put posters above the desk... Because the desk has a little storage shelf on top, so it would be above that shelf. Well, I'm phrasing wrong. So basically, my desk has a little, the main level for actually doing work, and then a tiny little storage shelf. Well, do I have the dimensions? I can get the dimensions. Give me a moment. Yeah, the main desk is probably about 19 and a half inches long. That's my main workspace. Then above it, roughly, what's this? Is that no, it's not a foot. It's 14 inches up. It's 15 inches up. There's a little shelf that is... How deep is this shelf? This shelf is... what is this? 5 inches? 6 inches? 6 inches long. Very shallow, very small. But it creates this sort of box. And behind... against the wall. And on that box, I have what I hung up the other day. And it feels nice and contained... Clean, simple. And I'm debating whether or not I should add posters on top of that box, on top of the little extra shelf. I'm debating because I have posters that will, how do I say this? They will look good. They will look good. I'm trying to find a way to organize them, and I'm sad because I actually bought one poster, a Napoleon poster. It would look really good on the wall up top, but the other posters that I have just don't pair well with it because it has a nice green background. It's like a Piplup, Printhlup, and Napoleon poster, and has a nice green background. And Piplup is my favorite Pokemon starter. I actually have a little Piplup figurine too. That's on my desk. But yeah, it's my favorite starter, and I bought this art because I thought it looked really cool, and it does look really cool. But the only problem is, every other poster I have just doesn't flow with it. Every other poster I have is like has a darker theme, like by darker I don't mean like edgier, I mean like it has a black background, darker shades of background, and then the focus is like lighter. For instance, I have a poster of my favorite owl, Nanashi Mume. And I hope she's doing well. But I have a poster of her. I talked about it. I gushed about it on stream. It's probably my favorite piece of art that I have, period. Maybe my desk mat, my topic, because I like functional art as well, but that's besides the point. I just love how dark it is around the sides, and the light really brings you to those eyes, and the eyes are just so well drawn. I'm gushing over it. It's just so beautiful of an art piece, and it's at a level where even someone like me, who doesn't really get art, who used to say art is stupid, in terms of like big mumbo-jumbo, like art exhibits and whatnot, was stupid because I didn't really understand it, and most people didn't really understand it. But even I can just understand what it's trying to show and how it goes about it. I can understand where my eyes are being drawn, and I can really appreciate that. And then it just looks pretty. It just looks pretty. Right. But again, that really dark around the edges, which is in great contrast to the Empoleon poster I'm talking about. And then I have another poster of Bochi the Rock, and it's a bit darker around the edges, a bit brighter on the face, similar to that, but it's a really nice expression that she has. It's a very focused expression, like, or calm in focus expression, like she's one with her guitar, and it's great. I really like that. But it just doesn't match the Pokemon poster. It just doesn't complement the Empoleon, doesn't complement the Piplup. And that's throwing me for a loop, because I really want to hang it up, but or put it up, I should say. But I just don't have the right aesthetic to it. For a second I thought the music ended, I apologize. I got a little worried. But yeah, I just don't have the right aesthetic to match it, so I have to think about it some more. I have other posters too, but again, they're mostly dark, and I don't want, like, how do I say this? I am someone who sees himself as more reserved and more tame, more... I like things to be cleaner and simpler. And I'm not too, is culture the right word? I don't want people to look in my room and think I am... I don't know how to phrase this appropriately, so I'm just going to say a loser gooner, I guess. I don't want people to look at me and think that, or look at my room and think that. And while the posts I have are all safe for work, I would be fine showing them to a child. The only 3 posters that would match just all happen to be woman. Quote unquote sexy anime woman. And to hang them all above my desk would be a bit much, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. That's the only style I can envision going together, and it doesn't even go together perfectly colored wise. Like one of my posters is of Shiori novella. That one, it's dark around the edges and whatnot, but it's very it uses a lot of the ink, a lot of because Archiver with Inkwell, a lot of blackness around it. It's very the background is very black, whereas the Mume one, the edges are black, but it really brightens up. Shiori, there's black pretty much everywhere with the occasional brightness, and then of course Bochi the Rock, it's darker, but around the edges, similar to the Mume one, but it's blue, and that it just, first of all, it doesn't blend well. Second of all, it's just 3 different styles that are similar, but different enough to where, like, it just doesn't gel perfectly. And I also have a lot of eyes already staring at me at my desk. So to have just 3 sets of expressions. And I even thought about this. Like, the Shiori poster stares into your soul. The Mue poster stares into your heart. And the Bochi poster isn't concerned with you at all. It is absorbed in herself. And I really love the beauty of the eyes in those. The 3 different expressions are really why I brought them. I really love eye art. I really love the features and focus on the eyes. You can really tell someone's expression with them, and I think they're beautiful. And I love the 3 different expressions. But at the end of the day, my bed is across from my desk. So when I go to bed, having just 3 posters also stare at me, and 3 posters of what I would consider conventionally attractive women. That's I have not normalized that to myself, I guess. And I also don't want someone to come in my room, look at it, and just think that of me, because and the reason why I'm concerned about that is I remember I went somewhere with my mother, actually, and we were out, we were having a nice little day. She won, yeah, and we were out, and she actually saw, we actually went to a convention, a local convention. I don't think she knew it was a convention. I honestly am not sure, convinced it was a convention, but that's the best I can call it. And we went there and we browsed around the, I guess the artist alley. That was really all there was there. And it wasn't even really an anime convention. It was just like a general convention of obscure goods, but I don't even know what to say. But I remember she offered to get me a cup of the character. It's like a cup that you drink water from, like maybe a cup that you carried around, not a Stanley, not something Gucci like that, but just the conventional like plastic portable cup or whatever. She offered to get me one with a picture of Misa Amane on it. And that invoked two thoughts in me. The first thought, I'm not a fan of Mise Amane's character. I think she's a bit shoehorned in the story. Of course, we all love the Light and L dichotomy, and characters surrounding that really are more fodder to that bigger story. And I really like the first 12 episodes of Death Note, but actually, technically, around 3 thoughts. First 12 episodes of Death Note sort of fell down a little bit with Misa came, and then it fell down later in the story for other reasons. Second note about this, Death Note is mid. I think it's overrated. That's my hot take. That's my hot take today. Feel free to flame me. I deserve it. But I'm just not too big of a fan of Death Note. Well, no, I am a big fan of Death Note, but I think it's a good show. But I don't think it's a great show. I think there are better shows. I think it's overrated because of nostalgia and whatnot. I will say I did really like the dichotomy of Light and L and whatnot. But aside from that dynamic, everything else was just pretty good. Well, some things were really good, but the general vibe outside of that dynamic, and I'm glad the story revolved mostly around the dynamic of Light and L. I'm glad it's revolved around it, because that was the most interesting part to me. But everything else surrounding that, everything else in that story, was not at the level I was expecting it to be. I had really high hopes, so maybe I exaggerated what I was expecting it to be, and how do I say this? I guess it fell on my face. I overhyped it for myself, maybe, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was good, but I just didn't think it was that good. And third thought I had, she has no idea who this character is. She thinks I'm into sexy anime women, and I think there's some shame in that, because I've never conveyed that to her. So I think there's just shame in that. It's like, dang, I am getting called out by my mother of all people. What is my life? Yes. So that's my little rant. Basically, I don't want to feed this narrative that I'm into conventionally attractive anime women. Because I bought those posters for, like, the expressions. And having 1 up is good. Having 2 up, a little iffy, but 3. Having all 3 of them up. That's a bit of a stretch. That's a bit of a stretch. And they just don't blow well enough with the Pokemon poster for me to justify putting that up with them. So, all this is to say, I need to buy more posters. I need to buy more posters, have a good rotation of them that I can put up and then change at whatever time. That is the only way I can make this work. Right. We are getting sidetracked. I think we're good here. We're good with rows and rees and whatnot. We'll end it with a little well, actually, we'll get to 600. Wow, we're already at 600. I was yapping for quite a bit here. My apologies. Oh man, I need some more water. I'm almost out of my water though. So, what does that mean? It means my throat's gonna get really dry real soon. Yay! I flubbed that. I flubbed that. I deserve all the criticism, all the pain, all the whatnot. 600. This is Ru, but we'll scroll down and we'll just move on to our last little bit. Now, what do I want to end at? You know what? We're pretty high up. Let's do this. Then let's do what we said. We'll do all the katakana. And then from there, we will, how do I say this? Try to, I think that'll maybe break 1,000. I don't think I've broken 1,000 on this. Maybe it's because I'm getting too distracted yapping. Because I am getting very distracted yapping. I get on my tangents, and I maybe go down from maybe putting in 10 a minute to putting in 2 a minute. It's a big reduction. Actually, just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Sorry, I just had to yawn. I just had to yawn. Right. So, yeah. Let's get back to it. I got distracted for a second. My apologies. Let us get back into it. Of course, this is Ru. I'm silly. I'm foolish. I forgot to actually look at what they are. Wa follows the convention. It sort of looks like Wu, but, you know, Wu doesn't exist, so it's Wa. O is weird. Okay, can I say that? O is just weird. I'm not going to be able to get this normally. It doesn't even look like the other O, so I'm really at a loss, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, also, let's throw an N. Let's be cheeky with it. N sort of looks like, Soul. Slightly different. But, yeah, it sort of looks like O is a bit confusing. Double line and then a drag. That's gonna be... Oh, I guess it sort of looks like so. A little bit. Right. And then ya, you, and yo. Actually, you know what? I have a case of the hiccups and my water is empty. Give me a moment. I'm going to be right back. Right, I am back. However, the music is, how do I say this? It's kind of, near the end of the playlist, so I'm gonna pop it back to the beginning. You're gonna hear a little bit of a blip. That's fine. Well, let's hope it loads, actually. Okay, this is getting intense. I'm getting pumped. Unfortunately, I kind of woke myself up rather than was lulling myself to sleep. I just had some, chocolate covered almonds. Delicious. I don't know why I like almonds now. Well, only when they're covered in chocolate. A ton of chocolate. But it's delicious. It's lovely. Ah. And I love dark chocolate. I love all chocolate. But dark chocolate's probably my favorite. I love dark chocolate. Right, can we hop right back in? No, I haven't set everything up entirely, so let's hop right on back over, and then we can continue where we left off in trying to learn everything. Actually, give me 1 second. I just need to cough very loudly, and I don't want to, how do I say this, bother you. Just give me a second. Thank you. Sorry about that. We're all lovely, all good. Alright, what else do we have to do? Hop right on over. Well, we just bounced on over. Sorry, I was going to make a very inappropriate joke. But no, we don't need that. We have our fun here. Alright, so, ya, okay, ya looks like ya. We get that. You is, I don't know what the heck this is. This is nonsense. Yo sort of looks like a ro, in the sense that it's boxy, but it's like a backwards E. Which, that's certainly unique. Wa, okay, that follows the A nomenclature. Ya also follows the A nomenclature. Ya follows it a bit less, but, you know. Oh, not gonna get that. What does that remind me of? I don't even know. And then N, of course, is just like a so. It's like so, except slightly different. So we know this is O. This is an A. It's a Y. It's Y, isn't it? Yes, it is. Ya. O again. This is yo. This is the letter N. Okay, okay. This is you, isn't it? And I only remember it's you because it looks so weird, and everything else I can think of, everything else I can picture. Okay, so we can flow here then, just a bit. Just a bit. We can sort of pretend that we understand. We don't understand this at all. By we, I mean me. Maybe you guys do. You guys are very smart and well-versed. I see someone just pop up, drop 10 tidbits of lore that makes this so much easier to process. And it's just, I should learn. I should know. I shouldn't just brute force this. I should teach myself it. No, I am teaching myself it by brute forces. So, you win by losing, I guess. You win by losing. I don't even know what I'm japping about. I apologize. But we are making some progress. While it looks like a dreidel a little bit. I'm saying everything looks like a dreidel. This snowflake one looks like a dreidel. Yada, yada, yada. It's a lot of, hubbubaloo. Hubbub. Whatever. It's very, strange. Very weird indeed. Oh, I just have this kink in my neck. I apologize. Give me a second. Trying to iron this out. Ooh. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's good. That's better. I should get a massage this week. Or, I don't know. I want to, pamper myself more. And I've never gotten, like, a massage or had a full spa day. I was really saying spa day when I said massage. I don't know why I just said massage. But a full spa day. I want to just relax and whatnot. This is my very big, relaxation week. Where I'm just trying to... Actually, I say that, but I haven't really relaxed at all this week. Everything was just... going from A to B to C to D, cleaning out the closet, cleaning out my desk. I still have my room to clean. The back side of my room, the far side away from my door, clean. Right side close to my door, not clean. It's a mess, and I still have to deal with it. But I will say, cleaning was actually relaxing. which was very surprising to me. That was very surprising for me that, like, actually taking the time just to go through it, and it was quicker than I thought it was, as I mentioned. Even cleaning my desk. Well, actually, my desk wasn't that quick, just because I just spent all the time in the world just messing around, moving every little thing, but it was more fun. Closet was actually pretty fun too as well. Fun might be a bit of a stretch, but just putting everything on coat-saving hangers, blah blah blah, organizing it, putting it in place, that was just very easy, very simple. And it made me feel like I was actually good at cleaning and whatnot. But it made it fun, it made it organized. But I just want, ooh, I'm feeling it now. I'm starting to feel a little bit of drowsiness. That's good. Maybe after, ooh, my headphones might die though, so I might have to charge them. So what's my plan for after stream? I guess after stream, my plan is to charge my headphones and maybe, what's the word? Maybe eat some food, maybe do a little, not cryptic crossword, but a little puzzle on my phone, maybe like, go on crafting the, I apologize, I mispronounced the name into a bit of a swear, I apologize. Cracking the Cryptic. I might do one of their, daily puzzles. Well, not daily puzzles, they do 2 puzzles a day. Mark does 1, Simon does 1. And they post it online, and they give you a link in the description to if you want to test it out yourself. And it's, again, I highly recommend the channel. I highly recommend you at least check out Cracking the Cryptic. If you like me yapping, you'll love them yapping. Because, well, they normally talk about the puzzle, but they're actually charming. They're just the most charming gentlemen you will hear on YouTube. Well, maybe not the most charming gentleman you'll hear on YouTube, but they certainly have a case for it. That's not Ro, that's yo. But they're just so charming. They're just an amazing channel. Please check them out. I normally don't shill. I don't have anything to shill. But if I'm gonna shill something, it's gonna be something I like. Please check out Cracking the Cryptic. I can only sing their praises. They're just 2 of the absolutely most lovely gentlemen. And if you have any interest in puzzles, if you have any interest in just listening to some people with nice, calm voices, I cannot recommend them highly enough. Please just check out Cracking the Cryptic. Maybe I'll have to post that in the description and whatnot. Or, you know what? Actually, if you made it this far into the stream and you're a VOD watcher, maybe in the comments, just write something. Use the words cracking or cryptic in your comments. Hide it in there. I'll read it. I'll enjoy it. I'll get a little giggle. But yeah, if you're watching the VOD of this, just maybe throw that in. And of course, check their channel. Check out the Cracking the Cryptic YouTube channel. It's just, again, I cannot rate them highly enough. They're just wonderful. They're just wonderful. They brought me so much joy with their little puzzles. And then I remember when I did my first, I think, what was the first puzzle I did that I actually was able to complete on my own without watching them? I think the first of their puzzles that I actually did by myself. Like, I always watch along the video too, but the first puzzle I did by myself when I played the description was the, how do you call it? I think it's one of the more highly viewed videos as well. It was this, I'm not sure if Miracle Sudoku is the right word. Miracle Sudoku, I believe, has no hints on the board. The hints are purely in the description. I think we had like a single 1 and a single 2 on the board, maybe 2 1s on the board, and the only restriction was a Knight's move constraint. Knights and King's move restraint, and that restricted whatever from being like pieces a Knight's move away or King's move away could not share the same digits, not pieces, but digits. A Knight's move or a King's move away from each other could not share the same digits. Of course, with the boxes as well, 1 to 9 in every box, row, and column. And being able to solve it from that made me feel really intelligent. It made me feel really, really intelligent. But yeah, it's always practice as well. You learn them. Sorry, you learn them. You watch them and you learn something. Like they taught me Fistmafel's Ring, a very cool little thing in Sudoku in general, not just special Sudokus, but Basically, the ring of 16 digits around these center blocks. The ring of the 16 digits, all either adjacently touching the box or on an edge of that box. The edge, those 16 digits just surrounding that middle box, that middle 3x3 box. Those 16 digits are the same as in the four corners. There'll be four, like a square of 4. Those 16 digits will be the same as those 4. Those 16 digits will be the same 16 digits as those 4, and they always do a cute little proof to prove it just beforehand. It's very simple, and it also revolutionized the way I thought about Sudoku, because the way you can match boxes or eliminate boxes is it's just genius, honestly. And they know every big name in the crossword community and the Sudoku community, and it's just, they're just the best. They're just the best. Again, I can't just rate them highly enough. Please, please, check out Cracking the Cryptic. They are just absolutely wonderful. They're also occasionally stream as well. I believe they're streaming Blueprints. Maybe not right now, but in this general time frame. Not this general time frame. This general period of time. If you're watching this maybe a day late. If you're interested in the puzzle game Blueprints, check it out. I'm sorry, I'm gushing and I'm shilling. I'm gushing and I'm shilling, and it's making for a bad learning experience because I'm getting too distracted. But again, they're really great. Please, please, check them out. Alright, I think I did enough of this to confidently say that well, actually, we'll get to 60. We'll do 3 more. Ya, this is wa, this is you. And this is N, but now we're just gonna hit check all. Are we gonna do the ga? You know what? Actually, is the gauze the same? We're gonna assume it's the same. All right. Now this is the challenge. Oh, this snowflake. Ho, it's ho. It's ho. Wait. It might not be ho. It might be the other snowflake. No, I think it's the other snowflake. I think it's eh. What denotes this? What? I don't think it's ho. I think it's the other snowflake. It's ne. It's ne. Okay. I did not think of an acronym for that. This is O. We just did this. This is G. Because it's the chi base, but with the little dots on top. So it's G. There we go. This triangle looking thing is this Su? It's Moo. It's Moo. Oh, that's so darning. Alright, this looks like an I'm calling it an A base. But I forget exactly which A this is. Oh, it's Ku. It's Ku. It's not even A. This is U. This is Ge. No, not Ge. It's Ze. Z-E. Is this Te? It is. Okay, I should not rush this. This is this Za? No, it's Ba. It's Ba. It's B-A. Ya? Okay. This is Ko, isn't it? Right? This is just U. No, it's not U. It's not U. This looks like U in Hiragana, but this is Katakana. This isn't U. Or is it U? Is it U? Is it? It is U, right? It's Ra. Okay, it's Ra. That's ramen. Always think ramen. Think food. Think you have your things. Okay, this is clearly Ga. This is clearly Ka. Shi to Ji. Oh, it's Zo. Oh, it's So to Zo. Okay. This is Se. It's Sa. Okay. I'm confusing Sa and Se then. That's unfortunate. This is Gi. This is Gi. Okay. This is... We just had this. Za, right? My first instinct... No, wait. Oh, this is Ge. Yeah, my first instinct was Ge, but no, this is Ge. Right? And this is Ha to Pa. This is Te to De. This is Se? Yes, it is. No, I was going to say To to Do, but it's... Is this Do? Or is this... No, it is Do. It's B. It's B. Of course it's B. Alright, this is Ho. This is Ho. I'm confident in this. This is the snowflake. With that little line on it. This... Is this Ku or Ah? Ku or Ka? No, it's... It's Ta. It's Ta. Okay. I'm going to memorize that. Ko. It's Ro. It's Ro. It's Ro. This is an A base, but what actually is it? I know this is A. It's not Sa. Is it Sa? It's Na. It's... I accidentally pressed A. That's on accident. Lovely! Right. This one. This is simple. This is... Re. America! M-E. Okay, this is a bit too difficult for me right now. No. Okay, a game says no. And game says no. Japanese says no. No, it's not too difficult for me, so I guess I will do it. I was going to change it, but no. I guess it's confident. I'm confident. Be. This one was... I know this was weird. That's all I remember is that it was weird. Is this Gu? Jiu? Zoo. Okay. I'm learning, but just not well. This is an Ah. Right, but what exactly is it? It's okay. No, it's Fu. It's not Ha. This one we had this one already. What is this one? This is either. Is it a Fu again? It's Su. Okay, Su and Fu are basically the same though. Good to know. Eh. This is Ah. This is Yo. This is Chi. Is this she or Tsu? I think it's Tsu, but it's she. Okay, I was wrong. This is Wa. This is Po. Ni. Ki. Okay, Mi. This dreidel looking thing, what is it? I'm rocking, you know what? I'm gonna, okay, oh, it's just ooh. It is just ooh. I'm gonna solve this one. I'm not gonna look at it, and then we're gonna simplify this so I can actually do them. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. I bonked my tooth with the glass. Oh my, that's... It's fine, but it just sent a... Ooh. I don't like hitting solid things with my teeth. Oh my, that's not fun. Oh, I can still feel it. Oh my, that's it doesn't even hurt. It doesn't cause pain, but I can just feel my teeth, and I don't want to feel my teeth. All right, what is this? Is this he? I think it might be he. Yeah, it is. Okay. So now we will change it. Well, first of all, this one is that's Go, isn't it? Yeah, it is. But we'll change it. We'll change it. Instead of doing everything, we'll keep it simple. We'll start with the first three. Then the next three. And then the last four. So we got Ah, Ka, and Sa. We'll take this to maybe 100. So we got the base vowels. We got the K's and S's. Right, right. Okay. This looks like either Sa or Se. I'm gonna go Sa. Because it is Sa. This is Ku. This is Ah. This is Ki. Okay, this is so much easier. This is... Is this Su or is this Ku? Oh, it's just Oo. It's just Oo. Okay. This looks like, she. This is I. Yeah. This is E. Ko. Se. So. There we go, there we go. Ka. We're getting somewhere. This is O. I don't know why. I associate this with fire. Or more specifically, this sort of looks like Fire Blast in Pokemon. The earlier Fire Blast. And I don't know why. Or maybe I'm looking at it somewhere else, but I don't know why I'm associating this with fire. I don't know why. I don't know why. Is this Ku? No. It's Su. It is Su. I was right. This is Ke. This is Se. This is E. This is E. And She. Right. That is. Racking my brain. Su. Okay. Su. Okay, this is definitely Su, but how can I ingrain this in myself? Because I get confused a bit. This too much. Su. What does it look like to me? What way can I remember this? Su. I'm trying to rack my brain. Never met a woman named Sue. Actually, have I? Maybe. None that I can recall specifically, but maybe. No, I have my brother's friend's mother, I think. But that's besides the point. Sue. How can I remember this as Sue? It does not look like sushi at all, because sushi is Japanese in nature. It does not use katakana, just hiragana. So what? Any popular character? Subaru from basically anywhere. But how? But that's not. I don't know. Sue. Does this sort of look like a biker's helmet to me? I don't know why it does. Yeah, okay. A biker helmet. A bike that could be a Subaru brand bike? I don't know. I'm envisioning this as like a sort of helmet thing with a little line that's not here, but could be represent the visor. But yes, Sue as a biker. This is So. Ko. Ki. O. And this is Sa. I accidentally pressed A, but that's U. That's just U. That is... Is that Ku? It should be Ku. It is. This is Ka. This is E. This is Ki. This is Ka. This is E. This is U. This is Sa. No, Se. This is A. This is Ko. This is So. This is She. This is K. Okay, K and Ku are very similar. That is something I've ingrained in my mind, but if I forget K, I forget Ku, and if I forget Ku, I forget K, and I don't want that to happen. Sue, we got Biker again. Biker Lady, or Biker Subaru, whatever. We get it. Alright, this is Sa. My right arm is getting cramped. Now I can go back to use my left arm. Alright, this is Ku. Ke. Sa. She. Se. Okay. We are getting the hang of this. And I do apologize. I understand this might be a bit more boring than me yapping as always. I will improve on this. I will improve. And I'll be able to yap to my heart's content, and hopefully your heart's content as well. But until that day, we have to endure this pain. Well, I mean, I guess I'm yapping right now, aren't I? Yeah, I'm talking a bit. Talking a bit indeed. Right. What else can I... Why do you betray me? Left hand of mine, there is a reason the word sinister originates from the left hand. What do? You stab someone in the behind. You are an evil left hand. Left hands are evil. I hereby proclaim left hands are deviants. I need some water. Oh, but I did bring up something. Yeah, the word sinister comes from left-handedness. I believe, what was the explanation given in my class? If you were to shake someone's hand with your left hand, you were technically able to stab them, like pull up your sword and stab them with your right hand. Because your sword was on your left side of your body and you can't pull it with your left hand because that's awkward. But I like this handshake in general with two right hands is like a sign of peace and whatnot. But just that it applies to the general, what's the prejudice against left-handed people just throughout history, I suppose. Because for some reason it was very much, I don't know, what's the word, looked down upon. I don't know. Prejudice is weird. I'm not gonna pretend to understand it. Maybe I can do the, actually, hot take. Racism is bad. Prejudice is bad. Hot take, I don't care who flames me for it. Like a true Twitter warrior, I can pretend that it's a hot take. But no, yeah, I'm trying to say that I do not understand well, a lot of prejudice in general just doesn't make sense, but left-handedness, I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, is it technically more convenient everyone uses their right hand? Marginally. The world is built for right-handed people. Like, how is the world built? Oh, actually, if we're going to be really technical, the world is built for a 5'9" man. Yeah, everything is built centered around that. Your table in your kitchen, your countertop, that's just tailored to the average man's height. For the height of the average man, which is 5'9", make it more convenient for them because they're whatever. The temperature in the office, it's a body temperature for a 5'9" man. Everything like clothes. Clothes are, that's a different beast. Like, yeah, clothes, there's a ton of options for women. There's a ton of options for men with a 32-inch inseam to like maybe a 22-inch inseam. So, when you have a 34-inch inseam, it's kind of sucks. It does kind of suck. It kind of sucks a lot. But, yeah, that's, a different story. And legroom in general is, legroom, where companies are trying to squeeze it out of you, specifically in airplanes. I remember the standing seats for planes are trying to introduce, or whatever, I've been looking into for a while, and it's just, it hurts to look at. It hurts to look at. I'm in a fortunate position where I do not fly often. I rarely fly. I did fly like last year. Was it even last year? It was 2 years. It was a year and a half ago. That was the last time I flew. But before that, the last time I flew was probably, I want to say like 6 or 7 years. I don't fly. I just don't fly often. I really don't. So and when I do fly, I don't fly very long. Yeah. I rarely fly, and when I do, it's not that long. So I'm very fortunate to not have to deal with the pains of the legroom complaints that I see online and I fear online. But I know one day I will. One day I'll have to go on a long flight maybe, because I'll go on a vacation to, Japan, let's say, and practice my Nihongo Jozu. Or whip out my Nihongo Jozu, I should say. Well, that's a bit more crass the language I would like to use in the stream, I apologize. To use my Nihongo Jozu. Let's just keep it like that, yes. But on that flight will take forever, and if I do not have legroom, I think I might perish. I just might perish if I just don't have legroom on a, I don't know, what is it, a 20-hour flight? If I don't have legroom, I will perish. I will perish. Oh boy. I would feel bad for the person in front of me because my leg will be digging into their seats. And it would not be fun for either of us. Yeah, legroom, that's the one thing I don't mind. Well, I would prefer a little bit more legroom and things. And I think that's happening. Like, I think older cars used to have like less legroom, but with newer cars, more space, blah blah blah. He's like, hey, let's add more legroom, make it more convenient for the driver, and I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. But are we getting sidetracked? Why are we talking about legroom? Because we're talking about men who are 5'9", men who are 5'9" and have things. And the reason I specify 5'9" men instead of just men in general, is because, well, A, the average man is 5'9", and B, I'm gonna admit this, I'm a bit tall. I'm a bit on the taller side. I have a height of 190 centimeters. It's a hair under 6'3", and my inseam 34 inches, which means most stores do not carry it because it's just outside of the range. Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll see 30. Well, actually, yeah, if you go into a Hollister or whatever, they'll have 34 inch. If you go into most clothing stores, will have up to 34 inch at best. They will not have 36. And I'm like flirting between 34 and 36. Maybe I'm 35, but I'd just say 34. And 34 is more convenient to buy. But like if I go to like a Costco, no, they will not have my size. If I go to, and it's a pain. It's a pain. A lot of stores just don't carry it. And I understand why, but it's just so inconvenient. Whenever I'm trying, well, granted, I don't buy pants often. That's a very odd way to phrase a sentence. I don't buy pants often. No, I don't. I have my pants, and I wear them. I get years of use out of them, and I like that. But yeah, so I don't need to buy pants often. But whenever I'm in a store, and I was like, what store did I go in recently? I was like, ooh, yeah, they don't have my size. I think was it a PacSun? I don't know. But yeah. And the only other thing I want to mention about that is, I remember sometimes when I would go downstairs to go to school, I would hit my head on, we had a little light fixture above the stairs that would hang down. Not a chandelier. I wouldn't call it a chandelier. It's not a chandelier. It's probably some weird French word that perfectly describes it. But I don't know. Anyway, sometimes I would just hit my head because sometimes walking down the stairs normally, bonk. Normally I would have just enough clearance, but maybe if I was a bit bouncier in the morning, or if I walked a bit too forward too fast or whatever, hit my head, and it's really annoying. Also, I remember I went to an open house with my family once. Not to look, because my family likes just looking at houses. I don't know why that's a very popular trait that people have. Very popular hobby, I'll say, not trait. Just to look at like open houses. So we're there. They have a little light fixture on the ceiling, not close to a chandelier. But I foolishly and absentmindedly walk without looking up. And I get bonked. I get bonked by my own foolishness. I get bonked by it. And while humorous, my poor head. It hasn't happened in a while though, so I'm happy about that. But yes, a lot of things are not built for tall people, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But, I survived here. I have my pants. I do have my pants. And that's enough. Is that weird out of context? Probably. Probably. I have my pants, and I did not think I'd be saying that sentence today. Wow. Some words just always come out of your mouth. Yeah, I remember, what is it called? Like diarrhea of the mouth. Sometimes you just say stuff, put it on paper, just say it out loud or whatever you want to do. One of my teachers actually had an exercise where they wanted us to just, basically have his words were diarrhea of the mouth. Just basically write down whatever you think of, whatever comes to mind, like snap, an instant. And I really like that. I think that's a good creativeness, a good creative opportunity. Just to be able to, whether it be talk or write down about whatever you want. I think that's the real opportunity here. Real opportunity? What do I mean, real opportunity? It makes sense in my mind, but not to anyone who would understand, even my future self. My future me is watching the VOD. Hello, future me. I have a task for you to do. I don't know what it is though. Okay, you have a mirror in your room? Go to it, smile. There you go. There you go. Good boy. Oh man, that's mildly humiliating. But if you made it this far in the VOD, you deserve to see me humiliate myself. You deserve it. Right. Ku. We're okay. 3 more, and then we can move on to the next one. Next one. O and of course K. We'll uncheck O, and then we'll just do the tas, the nas, and the has. The tas, the nas, and the has. Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. I know the stream's been going on for 2 hours, 22 minutes, and wait. Let me rephrase. I know the stream has been going on for 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 22 seconds. Right on this time. There we go. Nailed it. So I saw that we were 10 seconds away, so I had to restart and just phrase it. Because I wanted the 2 to 2 to 2. Yes, it's quite silly. That's ni in Japanese. 2 is ni in Japanese. Any significance in ni that I can think of. Ni. Well, it's actually ni. Any knees? No. Well, the knights who say ni. The knights who say ni. I remember I had a weird teacher. Weird professor. Well, I'll say professor. Well, first of all, let me just say this. I respected him. I definitely respected him. And I admired him for this specific thing. He's someone who has hobbies and loves his hobbies. And I like that. I respect that. That shouldn't be some groundbreaking thing. Like, you're probably sitting at your desk like, oh yeah, everyone has hobbies, but he has his hobbies and he likes them and he's not afraid to talk about it. He likes it. He's confident in the person he is. And I think that deserves respect. That's something I'm trying to be as well. But yeah, and he was a younger guy too, not like an older professor. So like, yeah, it was fun. Definitely a fun guy. Where am I going with this? Where am I going with this? Let me get some water. I will be right back. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of a coughing fit. I don't remember that sound. Okay, maybe I do. Alright, what was he on? Oh yeah, the professor. Very cool guy. Very respectable guy, I'd say. He was pretty chill. He had his interest, like, and similar to mine, they were all over the place. You know, he liked photography, he liked skateboarding. Which... well, actually, am I interested? I'm interested in photography now that I think about that. Specifically, well, my photography is different. He likes taking pictures of people in real life in action and whatnot. My photography, well, I want to take more pictures just in general. I want to get better taking pictures, but one thing I want to do, and I think I'll do it one day, is I want to go maybe to the mountains, go up there, hike up there, and one night maybe camp up there or something. But one night specifically, I want to take a picture of like the night sky and just see those beautiful stars and record that. I don't know. I love the night sky. I think it's a very beautiful thing. But one day I want to buy like a nice camera and do that. Just go up there, take a picture, and just be happy with it. But that's a different photography. That's a different point. Point is, what I'm trying to say is, I remember for one class, he had us watch the movie. What's it called? The Monty Python and the Holy Grail. He had us watch it, and his reasoning for having us watch it was his parents went to the movie theater and saw it on a date. And I thought that was very funny. I thought that was very fun. I mean, it's a good reason, and it was a good movie. So I'm certain the Mr. and Mrs. His parents really enjoyed the date. It was a fun movie, and of course you have the knights who say nee. 'Tis but a scratch. A scratch, you say? Oh, man. I'm sorry, that was a lot of wind-up for a payoff that wasn't actually that funny. But it was just like a nostalgic thought I had. Nostalgic thought I had indeed. Right. Are we back on? Did I switch screens on accident? I did not switch screens on accident. Okay, sorry, I thought I was yapping in the just chatting screen, but no. We got this back up. Is this too? Is this toe? It's he. Okay. What the frick is this? What is this? Huh. Ta. I will not. Whoa. Before I put in ta, then let me remember this. What about this screams ta to me? Nothing. It has, like, the little, may here. But, oh, it's meta. Okay, I get, okay, I have an excuse to learn. Okay, so this little thing here, it's like a me in this bottom right area. But it also has the classic A of this line up top, followed by this curve. So if I do meta, it's ta. Meta. Okay. And this should be chi. This is no. Hey. This plain Jane, what was this? I forget. Fu. Who. There we go. Who. I should remember this. And who with a line through it. What is this? Okay, so it's an oo. It's not... Is this new? It is new. Food anew. Food anew. Food anew. Okay, fu and new are similar. Oh. Okay, there we go. We memorized that. This sort of has the biker helmet thing going on, so I'm leaning... Is this... Not new. What is this? Two? No, nay. Nay? I'm not going to remember nay. What about this screams, nay? What about this? How can I remember this is what I'm trying to ask. How can I memorize this? I'm thinking. Huh. How can I memorize this? For ne, right? Let me scroll down and see what ne is in hiragana. Just as I remember. Okay, it's like that with a little 2 on the side. You know, it sort of looks like the base ne, just without the little 2. That doesn't really help much, though, because that's like 2 completely different things. But we'll try to remember it like that. Or this is... Is this ta? It's na. How do I remember this is N? But let me look at the N's again down here. Na, ni, nu, ne, no. Okay, all the N's except for the no have a line up top. We'll call it the top center line. Does that help? Not much. Okay, not much, but we're just gonna pretend it does. Na. She. It's Sue. Okay. This is To. Oh, I remember that. This I don't remember. Is it 2? Te. Okay, I think I can remember te. Line up top usually means like an E sort of thing, right? What's E down here? E has that line up top, but E over here also has that line up top of it. Okay, I think I remember that then. This is ha. Alright, that's ta. T-A, meta. No, wait, no, it's not. The line is too long for meta. No, it isn't. No, it is meta. It's ta. It's ta. It's new. It's new? What the what the heck? New and ta. Let me look at the difference between them. Alright, so we have new and ta. There's not much of a difference, I'm going to be honest. The ta line is shorter and it has that little curve. Okay, so... But how do I remember this is new? I don't know, it sort of looks like a conductor a little bit to me. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. I'm just trying to learn. Okay, so this is... This is he, isn't it? Yep. This is a plain Jane. It has an A. It's na, isn't it? Yeah, there we go, huh? This lineup. This is chi. This one is ne. How do we describe it as ne again? We didn't. We didn't. I just remembered this, which will not work next time. So how can I remember this as ne again? What does it look like? It looks like a woman dancing. I'm squinting my eyes for this. Does it look like a woman dancing? It does a little bit. Not really, but... Nay. 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 What could be nay? I really don't know. I'm at a loss. Sorry, I'm at a loss. I scrolled back to my desk. Nay. I don't have... Do I have anything that has nay in it? Neighbor? Yeah, you know what? Sure, neighbor. This little line that's isolated from everything else, neighbor's this. It's ne. Neighbor. This is no. No is the line. I don't know why I remember it, but I do. It's like a slash. Okay, that makes me remember it. This is te. Tol. Hey. Ni. This is bomb bomb. It's an ah, but it's simple. Is it ta? No, it's na. It's na. It's fu. It's that who why is this fu and not okay okay, so it has the base line and line under. Fu and nu are basically the same thing except nu has a line through it. Okay, I think I learned that. This would be ta, meta. Okay. This is it's not si, it's su. Ho. This is it's not meta. It's not that. This is an u and has a line through it. It's new, isn't it? There we go. This is su again. Ni. What? I thought T is my first instinct. T-I. No, it's he. It's H-I. Yeah, there we go. Ho again. This is na. And this is chi. He. To. This is an oo sound. But which one is it? Is it who? It is who? Ooh, right. Neighbors. They're neighbors. Okay, that's good. No sign. Meta, so ta. For a second, I didn't think it was ta because it looked a little small, but, you know, maybe we're getting lucky. This is te, has the line up top that denotes te. Ho again. He, just looks like a he. No. This, I have to think. Right. So what do we know about this? It's bare bones. It's an ah sound because it has that little curve. It should be na. Okay. Bare bones. E. It should be te. Not chi. but rather tsu. This one is ne for neighbor. Lovely. What about this one? This one... Oh, this one, I believe it's te. I'm just going to put... It's he. It's he. Of course it's he. How am I going to remember that? It looks like a poorly drawn H. Okay, no it doesn't. It looks like someone drew an H incorrectly. But that seems like a bit more mean to say, so I'm not going to remember it like that. What does it look like? I need to know. He said, she said? No. It looks like a... I don't know what it looks like. It looks like a chair. That's my first instinct, but no chair looks like this. Oh, it actually sort of looks like a desk almost. Like a side view of a desk. So... Oh no, a high chair. A high chair. Alright, and this is ta. Ni. This is not ta. This is an u base. It's new. This is su. I'm not sure if the line's angled enough, but it should be. It's chi. It's chi, not su. To. Aha. And this bare bones thing is na. It's who. Who done it? What does this look like? It looks like half of a bowl. A bowl half full. Fu. Okay, there we go. This is chi. This is fu. He. This is nu. This is ta. It's not. Okay, it's na. This is not ta, it's ha. This is te. This is tsu. O. Ni. No. To. It's he. It's he. It's he. It's he. It looks like the desk. It looks like a high chair. It's he. This is ne. Ta. To. Chi. To again. Lovely. This is she. No, it's not she. It's su. Su. Ha. He. He. High chair. He. Lovely. Ho. This is ta. This is ne. This is... We always say it's new, but can we learn it's new better? I know it's new. How can I say it's new? It's new to me. It's new... Oh, fu and nu are based on each other. I was going to just say based. But yeah, okay. So it's fu, but with a new line through it. So it's new. No, I got hu. Aha. This is... Again, bare bones. It's not. It's not. How can I remember it's not? Na... Na 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 Batman. Na 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 Batman. How can I relate this to the bat? The Batman. Does it sort of look like a bat? No, it doesn't. It looks like... But can we pretend it looks like a bat, actually? Yeah, you know what? Let's pretend it looks like a bat. And then it's Batman. Na 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 na. He. Ni. Te. Ni again. Tsu. Hu. Ne. To. Oh, we're grooving now. Chi. We are schmoovin'. He. Oh my. Nu. I didn't even use my fu relation. I just thought of that. I just knew it. Oh. Lovely to see you. To see. Oh, what is this again? Before I can copy that one quote from Elizabeth Rose Blood Frame, because it just came to mind. What is this again? Batman. Nah. Lovely to see you. To see you, my lovelies. Right. One more and we can be done with this little wretched place. He. The boss of these three. He. my bane of my existence. Alright, we've gotten 53 wrong so far. But we've gotten 900 right. So now we got this home stretch going. So what is this in percentages? What did we get wrong so far? What's this, like 6%? Yeah, we have a 94% correct rate. Right? I don't know what I'm yapping about. But we are just doing good. And good at doing. Ooh. I'm playing with my stickers on my wall. Well, they're not stickers. Well, actually, technically, this is a sticker. Okay. I actually hung up some of the stickers on my wall as if they were posters, just in case I want to remove them without damaging them. Or maybe I want to stick them on something else later. I don't know. And by stickers, I mean the single sticker. There's one sticker on my wall that is just there. I put it on like a poster. I have other stickers, but I'm not sure if I want to leave them on my wall or like actually put them on something. Like maybe if I get like a PC case, maybe I want to put it on that, or maybe if I get something else special to me. But they're good stickers, but I've had them for years and I have not used them yet. So the hoarder in me is keeping them on the wall with like a, what is it, a command poster strip. But the person, me, who actually bought them probably wants me to use them. Probably. Right, alright, let's continue. Alright, Ri just looks like Ri. Now this bad boy, what is this? This looks like Moo, a little bit? Let me just double check. Is it? No, it is Moo. I am confident in that. I have 100% confidence. I feel shame. Mo. I had 90% confidence, but no, it is Mo. It looks like Mo. This trio, this is me. There's my America Jin desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. There we go. I am American. Nice to meet you. That's what that translated to. Shui wa? You? Yo. Okay, it's just yo. This is you. Hey was my base, but it's not hey. It's not K. Oh shoot, what is this? Is it Te? Ru. Oh, Ru. Ru and Re. What did I even put down in this? I forget what this one is. This one's the triangle. I know it's an oo sound, but what is it? Moo. Okay, so this is Moo. This is the legendary Moo. This is O. This is... Is this an oo sound? No. Maybe. Is this ya? I don't think it's ya, but what is it? It's ma. Ma, what about this screams ma? Nothing about this screams ma. So why? Is mother a triangle? Is ma a triangle? That might be something. Something indeed. Right. Ma, what about this screams ma? I am just out of the loop. How can I remember this? Is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, we are getting this at least to 1,000 correct today. We have been going for 2 hours and 45 minutes. We are not going to do this within 3, but you know, we're going to do this, and that is what matters. Right. Ta. So not ta, ma. What about this screams ma, though? It looks like someone picking up a dumbbell. No, it doesn't, but... Is that how I'm going to remember it? Yeah, let's sure. Mother is strong. Ma picks up a dumbbell. Now this one, we just did something similar to it. Is this not me, but re, a drop of golden sun. What screams re to me though? How do I know this is correct? Re. What about this? Really strong man flexing. Really strong woman flexing. Really strong non-binary person flexing. Really strong. Well, really strong. Probably. You know what? Let's keep it really strong. Yeah, it sort of looks like a flex. Really strong guy. Really strong guy. I forgot I pressed re. And this is, of course, ra. It's a ramen bowl with a little steam on top. I guess. Is that what it internalize it as, actually? And this is the ro. They boxed the O. This is ya. Right. This is mo. This is me. This is, of course... What is this? It sort of looks like who with a little tail on the end of... Well, tail at the top. Let me try to logicize this before guessing. Right. Right. It's wa, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Wa and ra. Okay. Oh, that's weird. So ramen has ra for ramen has a line up top. Wa does not. Wa has a line to the side. Okay, so lines up top or okay, I got it. So it's wa. So lines on this part indicate a. Lines on this part indicate ooh. Okay, so wa. So you like someone washing the bowl half full. Is this yo? No, it is. America. Heck yeah. Oro. We put the ro into a little box. This is. It's moo. It's moo. Right. Ma is strong, baby. A really strong baby. Ra. Ya. Oh. Right. You. Ru. No. Ru. Yeah, it is Ru. How do we remember this? It's really strong with a little line on the side. Yeah, we can just remember this. Ri. Ya. Me. Does ya actually look like ah? Let me look at this. Well, first of all, ma is strong. Second of all, is sort of that little triangle thing with a line on the side. What did I say looks like it? Ya. Okay, ya has a little line on top and it's a bit more boxier and it goes to the right, not the left. Okay. But ma is strong here. You. Yo. I'm going to have to remember the yo. I don't know now, but I will remember it. This is ro. This is wa. You're washing the ramen bowl. Okay. That's how I remember it. Ru. Ri. Ra. And this is mo, not moo, mo. This is me. And this is moo. This is a really strong person, so re. Ma is also a really strong person. You. Ri. Okay, we're getting some. Can I have a better understanding for this one, though? It's a 3. It sort of looks like it just sort of looks like a 3, a boxier 3. But it's a yo. So what about this screams yo to me? What about this screams yo to me? The pause in the music really just shocks me. Because I'm like, oh my god, this ended? Am I yapping too much? But no, it keeps going. It's just the song that keeps going. But yo. Yo 3? Wait. Wait. No, it's Ichi San Go. I forget what 5 is in Japanese. But then Roku, Nana, what is it? Hachi, Q, and I forget 10. But the point is, well, actually, that's not. So 3 yo. Like 1, 2, 3 yo. Okay, thinking like like rap-ish, I guess. Me, of course, America. Mo, ra, o, and is there a better way to remember this O? Looks like the ramen bowl, I guess. but the line is on the there. I don't know. Well, we'll remember it somehow or another. Okay. We are kind of flowing with this. Bang, bang, really strong person. Bang, bang, washing the ramen bowl. Bang, bang, boxing the row. Okay, that wasn't even fat fingers. My fingers were actually almost touching the bracket. But no, I just covered, my fingers covered like the part of the P. I thought it was an O. That's my folly. Ra, me, o, mu, re, re, I should say. Mo, yu, ru, ma, ya, yo, wa, ri, mi. Oh man, I'm parched my lips. But we are so close to 1,000, and then maybe we'll try maybe 50 more all on. Re, ri, mu, mi, ya, yo, mu, mi, mu, mi, mu, mi, mu, mi, mu, mi, mu, mi, mu, you. Me, ro, boxing the row, o, mo, ra, and this is washing the ramen bowl. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's the music you want to hear. 2 hours, 52 minutes. Let's keep on going. Ru, ma, mo, ya, mi. I'm getting into a groove. I really am just getting into a groove, and I love that. When I started visualizing it, it became a lot easier. A lot easier to, what's the word? Understand? Yeah, let's go understand. There's the success music that I've been wanting to hear. It's just so fitting. Everything's just coming so naturally right now. It's just obviously, not obviously great. It's euphoric. It's, I'm well past 1,000. But I want to put this one in. This one, you. We're going to check all, but we're going to keep the N. We're going to uncheck these 5, though. Just, you know what? Check all. Keep them in. Who cares? Mo. Right. This is meta, ta. This is... It's K. This is chi. This is e. This is a. This is yo. Oh my gosh, we're grooving. Is this n or so? It's so. Gi. This is the ramen bowl, but it's half full. Half hu. H-U or F-U, whatever. Te de. Ho. E. Oh my gosh, we're cooking. Is this N? And this... Is this she or tsu? I forget. I'm gonna go she. Okay, it's su. Su is angled more downly. Okay, good to know. That looks like sereze. And this is she. Really strong person. R-E. Neighbor. N-E. Ka. Ni. Yeah. Oh, we are flowing. We are zooming. We are grooving. Plain Jane, nah. No, Batman, nah. That was what I had. Oh, and this is high chair, he, but with the dots, so it's B. This looks like, is it se? It is se. High chair again, but H-I only, no little dots on the side. Foo to poo, P-U, bowl's half full. Ko to goal. I just know that one. Goal. Ha to ba. Ko. This is you. This is mu. Oh my gosh, we understand this. Holy hell. Oh, is that too crass? I don't know. I don't care. We are just getting this. This is O. Cute little bow. G. Zu. Okay. The lines were dangled too low. Okay. I need to learn the angles between she and Su. So, that's something I'll have to look forward to. Ho to bow. That is the dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. It looks like a ramen bowl, but it's actually O, isn't it? It's you. It's you, isn't it? And this is Ma, who is really strong. This is Ke to Ge. This is Ha to Pa. This is Ta to Da. This is So to Zo. He to Pe. He to Be. Chi to Ji. This is the Sue, the biker lady. This is... Ooh, what was this one again? What was my sweet little lingo for this? Oh, it's coup de goo. I didn't have the lingo. It was just coup de goo. Is this say? No, it's not say. It's sa to za. Fu to nu. It's not full. Ki. Ra. Almost an ooh on accident. This is an ah base. What kind of ah base? Ooh, no, it's not ah. This is ke. Or is it ku? It's ku. It's ku. It's ku. It's just ku. Me, to, te, ri. And this is the high chair. He to p. And then me. We'll get this to... Let's get this to 1111, and then we'll call it good. This is... The lines are angled like that, so it's she to ji. Fu to bu. What is that? Su to zu. What is this? Ho to po. Okay. Ga. Wa. He. Sa, se, sa, no. Okay, ru. And, okay, this one's confusing me just a little bit. I get it without looking, but I actually have to think about it for a minute. No, I shouldn't have to think about it. It is ku. It is ku. You cut the bowl, I guess? Ku? I don't know. Zu. Su. Be. This is so to zo. Okay. Shi to ji. Wait, no, that's... Yeah, it's shi to zi. Ji. Tsu would be angled down more, the little eyes on the face, the smile. This looks like ah, but it's not ah, it's ya. Because it's the little line going through it is angled to the right, not to the left. And ho. Do. Za. Hu. O. And this is da. Ra. U. And this is tsu. This is so. It could be an N, but it's so. Ni. And this is little hat for te. Yeah, it looks like T with a line on top. Okay. O. Ka. And this is ma. She is really strong. That's how I'm remembering it. And if that's how I'm remembering, it's how I'm remembering. This is ah. Yo. He. Ne. Oh, we have 9 more. Let's make it a good one. B. This is... Wait. New. It's new. Is it new? It's new. It's new. It's not no, it's new. New bowl. Okay. Hataba. Mo. Really strong. Okay. Mu. Hatapa. This is she. This is ta. There we go. That was the last one. I'm sorry. I forgot. But we got to 1111 out of 1171. Wow. Math. I should do math. Let me pull up a calculator quickly. And that's like roughly 6%. But let me just actually do the math. So we have 1111 divided by 1171. We got 60 wrong. So actually, technically, it's a bit less than 60%. Yeah, it's about 5.1% wrong. So let's just round to 5. So we get 95% of our answers correct. That's pretty good, especially with me challenging myself like this with the katakana. That I need my last sip of water. Give me one moment. Right. That was a very productive 3 hours and 2 minutes. And that makes this my longest stream. That's pretty good. You know, I was a little saddened last time when a stream cut due to internet issues after 30 minutes, but we didn't multiply by 10 because, you know, but we added an extra 0 on the end of it. Let's just say it like that. Okay, yeah, 30 minutes is only half an hour. We did 6 times as long today. That is amazing. That is wonderful. And I still feel pretty energized. I'm going to be honest. I'm more awake now than I was at the start of the stream. You know, Sleepy Cat is not going to be me tonight. That's very unfortunate for my, how you say... What's the word? Very unfortunate for my, weary eyes who long for a deep slumber. Very unfortunate. Speaking of weary eyes and deep slumber, I remember one of the stories I was listening to, one of the bedtime stories. I was listening to, one of the stories was The Princess and the Pea. The story of the princess who, well, to prove she was a princess, slept on 100 mattresses, but underneath them was a single pea. For only a princess would be able to be as sensitive enough to feel said single pea. Which makes me think that the childhood stories are kind of a bit cuckoo, if we're being honest. I'm sorry, being super sensitive, is that something that's supposed to be like a big lesson for children? Like, and not like emotionally sensitive, like physically sensitive. Like, what merit is there in telling a child that story? I know it's simple and clean, but where's the lesson? Or maybe it's just to get the child to sleep. It almost got me to sleep. Almost. Unfortunately. I was just teetering on that edge. I did not get pushed over to the solemn lands of the Sandman. Unfortunately, that was not the case for me. Is my voice lower, more calm right now? I can actually see the audio mixer. So, that's why I'm asking. But yes, that was one of the stories. And the other story that made me think this is the Emperor's New Clothes. And I remember hearing in my childhood as well a story about an emperor and some con men. The emperor, who was quite vain and loved to show off his wealth, and some con men who wanted to take advantage of this by producing some of the, well, in their words, the finest garments known to the emperor from the finest cloth that only those in appropriate ranking could see, or those who were smart enough or good enough at their position. But in truth, there was no cloth. There was no cloth, for the scammers just played on everyone's, how you say, insecurities. For I do not want to be insufficient of my position, for I do not want to be he who is stupid. No. So I must not let my neighbors believe that. So I must lie and say I see the cloth. and thus they shall as well. And it is not until a child points out that there is no clothes, this man, this emperor is naked, does the whole raveling get revealed. Well, granted, I believe there is merit in this story. Honesty, I suppose, would be the message you want to get. You don't need to lie to try to maintain the status quo, to maintain everyone's position in what you are. You don't need to have people believe in you. You can believe in yourself, have confidence in yourself. You shouldn't care what other people think. Maybe in an alternate world, if you were not of appropriate ranking, or if you were stupid, you would not see the cloth, but the cloth would exist. In that alternate world, would it not be better to be honest and just say, I do not see the cloth. Maybe I am stupid. Maybe I'm unfit for my position. But I do not see the cloth. And I do not care if my neighbors know this. I do not care if my peers know this. It is fine. I do not care if I am considered stupid, for I am honest. An honest man, an honest woman. And that makes me, well, doesn't make me anything. It's enough for me. I am content with just being this honest person. And I think there's merit to that story. Princess and the Pea, though, I can't say I recall any merit from that telling. Well, what merit is there in a lot of stories? Well, I remember, what is it, the Brothers Grimm tales, the original ones, like the Hansel and Gretel one, blah, 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 blah. Those are stories with a bit more, I guess grim would be an appropriate term, where, like Hansel and Gretel in specific, I think the message that story tries to tell is, well, maybe don't be allured by candy, maybe don't trust strangers in the woods, stuff like that. Like, trust your parents, well, not trust your parents, the parents aren't in Hansel and Gretel, but don't be lured by X and Y, I guess. You shouldn't be lured by candy, you shouldn't follow strange people. Yeah, I guess stranger danger would be the, what's the word I'm looking for? The core theme of that tale. Be wary of strangers, and do not let them tempt you. I suppose that's an appropriate one. What other childhood stories do I remember? If I'm being honest, when I was listening to the stories, the bedtime stories just right to fall asleep, I wasn't really paying attention, so my memory of them isn't the most well recalled. I was just enjoying the ride, enjoying the calming voice telling me about these wonderful tales. I wasn't actually paying attention to, how you say, the actual themes and words and stories themselves. So maybe I can recall one from my childhood. Well, that is if I can remember such a story. What other stories do I recall? Any bedtime stories? I don't really recall any bedtime stories, but I remember once my cousin was staying over. Yeah, we were similar age groups, so we hung out quite a decent bit as children. And they were a bit older than me. They were roughly a year older than me. Similar age groups, but, you know, still a year older than me. So they were the cooler and edgier, I guess. And they were really into horror. And I was a coward. I was quite the coward. I still am quite the coward, but I think I'm getting better. And I have a story to tell after that, but I am quite the coward, but I am getting better. Right. So where was I? Right, so she was telling a little story, you know, a simple ghost tale you tell before bed. And a lot of things were just mentioned. I believe what's the one I recall the most? Well, in the nearby abandoned medical building, one that we passed, was an insane asylum. I don't even know. I believe she called it an insane asylum. She spoke of a tale of an eternal resident there. someone whose spirit lingered there forever, and this person had long, long fingernails. And this person, she, her soul, would dare take those who wandered in, and with her fingernails, she would, and I apologize for the coberness of this, gore them, would slay them with her fingernails, her gross, elongated fingernails. She would tear them to shreds. And as the resident coward here, that did terrify me quite a bit. And I just remembered the story of those long fingernails. I'm not sure if I told it as eloquently as my cousin did, but just the long fingernails are the factor that really ingrains in my soul. Oh yes, no, the other day I was watching, what was it? It was the Backrooms, actually, a stream about the Backrooms. I was watching a bit of a playthrough, and I got scared. I'm gonna be honest, I was more nervous watching it than I recall being nervous for. I was just very jumpy. What exactly was I jumpy about? Oh, the specific level where you have to, where the, what do they call? The skinwalkers or whatever. They're monsters that they disguise themselves as you. That level in specific. And it's not because they were disguised and I was like, oh, who's who? No, it wasn't that. It was just the, was it the jump scare of it? I guess it was the eerie environment, the jump scare. And I've seen that level before. And I wasn't scared before, so I don't know why I was scared now. But I was definitely, how do you say this? Not panicking, but definitely got my heart racing. Let's call it that. My heart was definitely racing at it. But horror as a genre is definitely... I think I'm having a reawakening. As a child, I was very cowardice of it, and I stayed away from it completely. Then I sort of got numb to it because I had the smug little kid belief that I wasn't actually scared. It was just all jump scares, and jump scares don't excite me at all, and horror is actually boring. And I had that for a bit of a while, where I hate jump scares, but then I fell in love with psychological horror. That's a bit different. I'm not really too terrified at psychological horror. Well, granted, I say psychological horror, it's just Doki Doki Literature Club. I haven't seen many psychological horrors. Maybe psychological thrillers? Maybe things that technically call themselves horror but aren't horror? I don't know. I'd love to be truly terrified by psychological horror, though. Unfortunately, I haven't been terrified yet. Maybe there's a game. Well, mouth-watching was psychological horror. I've seen a playthrough of that. Would I consider that terrifying? I don't know. It was definitely exhilarating as a viewer. But I don't know if I'd call the psychological horror aspect of it what was actually terrifying. Though that ending was very much... Well, I don't want to spoil mouthwashing, so I won't. But if you're into horror games and you don't mind a bit of grossness, a bit of macabreness, and love psychological horror, yeah, I'd recommend it. It's sort of like a movie you play through. If that makes sense. It's just a story that you kind of play along with. But yes, I would like a true psychological horror, one where the psychological aspect actually does terrify me. But I feel like the fear I got from mouthwashing was different than the fear I want to experience from a psychological... was different from a psychological horror fear. It was more of a... Well, I don't even know if I'd call it a fear. And then there was obviously me-side as well. That was also pretty big. And that technically is psychological horror. What do I consider that? Me-side. Was I afraid of that? A lot of the jump scares did, not get me, but, did spook me a bit. But the psychological aspect did not terrify me. So, what I'm asking for, and maybe I'm misinterpreting my fear, maybe it's just a different type of fear entirely, but I want the fear that you get from, like, horror from jump scares, like the traditional aspect of fear that you would associate with that. I want to experience that in a psychological horror game or some form of media. I want to experience that kind of fear, that traditional horror fear from a psychological horror aspect. That's something I want to experience. Right. Anything else I have to say? Give me one moment. Yeah, maybe one day I will find that psychological horror aspect. But I think that will do it for today. Thank you all for watching, and as always, have a day. I hope it's a good one. See ya.